Start. And we are live.
Yo, no, you don't go live yet. You just send me the link.
Well, anyway, I'm live, so...
Okay, well, I'm gonna hit the button then too, I guess.
Hit the button. I am hitting the button, and nothing is occurring. So...
Trying to make this a little bit more organized so that we're, like, sharing it out before we've started rather than after. But, yeah, send me the link so I can do the picture-in-picture.
Give me one sec. And... So last time I'm on our little adventure, we got to the Under.
Sonic Underground.
No, not that one.
So, because MetTV Episode 1 wound up getting blocked because we weren't able to,
Mute the audio.
Yeah, we weren't able to mute the audio. We
That
were watching,
was something...
Pokemon Origins.
That was something that was a concern that was a concern I knew was gonna bite us since I saw it. And I'm like, and I went back and rewatched it.
Yeah, there we go.
So we're gonna have to redo that one.
We're not gonna redo that one, because, like...
Alex...
I don't think we really said anything of value in that, but we are going to have to redo, another thing that we did, the Wonder Woman episode the day before.
Yeah. And Alex, the only
Honestly,
reason
I figure we probably ought to just do Wonder Woman on Saturday and Batman Begins after that.
The only reason I say we'd have to redo the first one is because the MedTV one is just because it's like...
Well, yeah, the audio was fucked up for like the first 25 minutes, so...
Yeah, so I'm like... yeah,
By the way, yes, I have triple checked. I have the audio mixer popped out to its own window now, and I can see it above everything else. We are definitely 100% good.
I swear to God, this is what happens I'm
gonna keep my hand away from the HDMI switcher.
This is what happens when we have this is what happens when we've had multiple failed audio bits.
Yeah.
Because it's driven... I don't think... Aside from maybe the screwed up audio on some of my streams when I started using the Elgato, I don't think I've had any muck-ups with that. On my own stuff, if I mean.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I've had the audio kinda where like my voice was way too high and the game was way too low and vice versa. So for some reason, the title menu was Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, but I've got the soundtrack set to the US.
You had it right the first time, but then you screwed it up later. How do you
hacks?
How do you
I call hacks? You totally hacked my game.
How did I hack your game?
Because you're injecting your inferior Japanese soundtrack into my superior Western game.
No. The Japanese soundtrack is objectively better. It fits better.
God, you sound like Kaiser Neko.
No, I'm not.
I know, I'm kidding.
Here's the thing, unlike Scott, I could actually take a modicum of criticism.
And you're not immediately taking people joking as being entirely serious.
I swear, that guy...
For a professional comedian, that guy doesn't know what a fucking joke is sometimes.
Clearly.
And again, Lanny Pator also didn't know what a joke was either. And he
Nick Landis...
Nick was bitching about people, quote-unquote, put role-playing as Nazis when he himself has done like he led an impromptu Nazi rally in Australia during a screening of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged.
I'm just gonna
Like,
get...
I'm not even kidding. That actually happened. It's a story he told, and he was like, "Oh, I have no sympathy for people claiming that they're just joking when they're, doing all this very serious stuff about Nazis in relation to like 2016, 2017 bullshit,
For real. I'm gonna get... And now I'm going to get your thing.
Gotta get back in time.
I know we're going through a lot of things before
Back
the stream.
in time.
Sometimes some people have... What happened?
I hit go live. Okay, I hit go live in OBS, and apparently that didn't translate into YouTube. So hi YouTube, we're live.
Oh boy.
I'm going to have to re-upload the VOD later, so that we get the first 5 minutes of this broadcast up here. Sharing it on Twitter. Again, so that might be crutch.
And the thing is like... every so often... And I always think of, I always think of some of the weird things that I've seen through live streams. Apparently, it seems that at TFS for their final Fire Red and Leaf Green Nuzlocke, they were, doing this thing where they had... It's like... Hold on a sec. I gotta check and see if we... Okay, we're good on the audio of my stream, so I can proceed. So, ever since last time, obviously I didn't really do any grinding in between streams. So now my team aim is at least on par with what is to be expected of this current area.
Oh yeah, and for those of you who missed it on
Venus, what is your situation?
On Monday, on
Oh,
Sunday,
Alex, if you see my stream, the guy on the left with the wacky hair, the guy on the left, that's Ein.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay.
Well,
I can kind of see it.
Well, a couple of my ice appear to be running loose, Naskur, but it's nothing to worry about. We'll catch them right away, pulverize, and mash them up.
Fine. The priority is to distribute Shadow Pokemon. Don't forget. As for you, Ein, hurry and complete the Shadow Pokemon's development as soon as possible. Your trust will not be misplaced, Master Naskur. Already sufficient Shadow Pokemon battle data has been gathered from our minions. My masterpiece, the most powerful Shadow Pokemon in history, shall soon be ready.
His name
Good.
is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Good. I will be waiting for good news. That is all.
He is the ultimate life form.
Now, it is time we return to the lab and put on the finishing touches.
The ultimate Pokemon, the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog,
And
aka Al the
back to
Edge,
the lab. Yes, sir.
Edgy the Hedgy.
The walk cycles in this game are so stiff. Sometimes I always forget at the order of...
Sometimes you always forget.
I sometimes always forget the order. I always sometimes forget the order of what to do in the under, since...
Well, you tell tales. That's what it's for, right?
Anyway... You know, they say that whoever took them down is tough. I'm like, lady, I'm right here.
Oh, you're really strong.
Alright, let's battle.
Toy.
I'm sorry, but Wes is not Ash Ketchum. Say battle one more time.
I dare you. I double dog dare you, motherfucker.
Battle!
I swear, it's one thing.
That was a very strange place to put an invincibility thing.
And you know, the interesting thing about Pokemon Colosseum, as I've mentioned before, it's designed by people who have never played a Pokemon game.
Huh.
Which is interesting, since it's like we got Dragon Quest character designers and developers working on this game, and I'm like, you guys have never played a Pokemon game, and yet Nintendo thought in their infinite wisdom to bring you on. What on earth? I'm not saying it was a bad idea, since this game is really good. It's just... you get what I'm going with, right?
Not really, no.
It just seems like a bit of a questionable decision.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, granted, this was back when Nintendo was willing to hand the reins over to other people. All that weren't their immediate A-team. They say I don't look tough, and I'm like, lady, have you seen my coattails?
So we decided something.
What did
I
we...
made a Faustian bargain yesterday.
Ah, yes.
You guys remember how I've been begging and pleading with Kevin to watch Justice League so that we can watch
Mauler.
Mahler's shitty review of Zack Snyder's version, right?
Yes.
I finally managed to convince him, and it only cost me my soul.
Yep.
Yeah, Kevin is now part owner of my life and body.
And
We're he's he's gonna like, I don't know. He said something about trying to find a hot brunette to make me fall in love with, and taking her away and making me swim through the river Styx to get her back. I don't really know what he was talking about there, but
yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about. In what universe is this story reminiscent of Disney's Hercules?
I was trying to go off on a riff. No, we're watching the Lion King remake.
And unfortunately, Alex decided to do the questionable decision.
I made a mistake.
Yes. He made a mistake. Like, he made a mistake of giving me his address.
Yeah, so now something unknowable is coming my way. I have speculated that it is either Superman 64 or Top Gun to the NES. I need to turn off those fucking Steam pop-ups. Do I really need to know that Satan McSpots is logging in to play fucking Counter-Strike while I'm playing Sonic CD?
Wow, the Waylord went down like a bitch.
It went down like an absolute slut for John McAfee's coke-riddled nose.
Actually, it was an Ampharos that took it down.
John McAfee is an Ampharos in disguise. That's how he evaded the assassins.
Let's go down here. Hello, good sir. Yes, I am Razorfist. And fire. We have a power-up part.
So if you're Razorfist, does that make me Terrangel?
I don't know. You know, I sometimes often wonder, what's even the point of most fillers or arcs in Studio Puro anime?
Maintaining their time slot.
Funny, My Hero Academia has no problem giving up its time slot on after, or the 25 episodes it was allotted it per season, and goes by.
Well, it's not an annual show. It's a
seasonal.
Yeah, it's a seasonal show. And unfortunately, a lot of hero shows are non-seasonal. They are all year round.
They really have not learned from Bleach and Naruto. No, they're...
No.
Oh.
But speaking of Bleach... This leads us into one of our topics. The 1,000-Year Blood War arc is coming out, and it is going to be exclusive to Disney Plus, but only in Japan, because I believe Cartoon Network already secured the home video rights, not the home video, the broadcast rights in the United States.
Adult Swim, but yeah, basically.
Yeah, Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, it's the same fucking network.
By the way,
There's that goddamn robot. Wanna find that fucking robot machine.
You know,
sound like Shadow the Hedgehog, shut the hell up.
You know, Boruto also has this weird thing where it's like, give me one sec, I gotta turn off the censor bar.
Turn off the censor bar, careful you don't get banned from YouTube.
Anyway, Boruto had this weird thing going on where it's like, for like a couple months of the... For a couple months... months when the series was broadcasting. And they end up having some really good animation in some areas, while also... Oh, well...
Not?
No, not only that, but also having to use references to previous... to part 1 of Naruto. Oh, and I'm just like... They really can't go without referencing that one bit during Naruto's fight with Sasuke. In Boruto's anime, can they? Oh, and by the way, this trainer has a shadow Pokemon. Unfortunately, it's worthless. It's a Ledian. Oh my god.
This is a really lame method of transportation. I want you to know that, Sega, like 25 years after this game came out.
Damn it. Well, Ledian's protected by Safeguard. Alright. Take a full beat.
Why can't I mantle a ledge? I'm halfway up the damn thing. Hey, Crowbug. Stop that. You're stealing my gimmick. I'm gonna have to kill you now.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, apparently the 1,000-Year Blood War arc in Bleach is going to be exclusive to Disney Plus in Japan. God only knows why, but, yeah. Aha! I'm Mini Sonic! That's cool.
You know, a lot of people say that, in the Cipher or Peon theme music, it's like this theme has no right going this hard. Oh look, it's Peter, the friendly Spinnerack, in lady form.
Wait. Guys, how do I shot web?
I don't.
Oh wait, I'm a hedgehog. I can't do that. Ah, there we go.
Oh, there goes Spinnerack. It's dead, and there's blood everywhere.
I think it's technically ichor coming from an insect.
Who cares?
The spy is actually strong.
Well, no, duh.
The spy is actually a dir. It's a spider.
Oh, now I gotta fight the other one.
Another one.
Thankfully, this peon doesn't have a shadow Pokemon. Oh, look, it's an Ariados. You know, that thing that you have in your party in Crystal.
Cool.
Ariados is a strange Pokemon. It's like, at the same time, it looks cool, but it's... In the older generations, it kind of looks lame. Or it's kind of lame. Hi, Illumise. You wanna know something funny about... Oh, how to bug Pokemon from Hoenn?
Sure.
Volbeat and Illumise are part of a gimmick, which
Yeah, I'm
is...
Big Sonic again.
And that gimmick is essentially, hey, these two need to be on a team together, otherwise they kind of suck. That's literally it. Kind of a lame gimmick when you think about it.
Kind of.
This is a game about that's entirely
literally playing Sonic Tetris right now. Yeah, imagine the Tetris theme being played with the Green Hills Zone sound font.
Trying to learn Screech. Yeah, I'll get rid of Taunt. I have no use.
Fuck you, game.
I have no use.
Ran out of time.
I'm out of here. Are you gonna use it on Ampharos again? Oh, for once you actually use it on something that makes sense. So, one bit of interesting advice.
There we go. That's the right music.
Anyway, one bit of advice in Chugga Conroy's playthrough of this game, in regards to picking the Johto starter or Shadow Pokemon to start your journey with, is if you get at Bayleaf, half of your party will be weak to Bug. Hey,
That's weird.
because Psychic types and Dark types are weak to Bug, and so is Grass type. Yeah, I agree with you. That is weird. Okay, gonna switch to Randy, and so then I started blasting. Bang, bang, bang. Alright, I gotta put in a disc. Because heaven for...
I had invincibility on.
Oh, by the way, Alex, there are a total of 4 discs. Alright, there are a total of 4 discs for that UFO thing in this area. 1 for forward, 1 for left, 1 for right. No, wait, there's 5. I miscounted. 1 forward, 1 for left, 1 for right, 1 for up, and 1 for down. Yes, you could actually go down in this area. What's deeper than the under, you may ask? We'll find out. We'll find out.
The realm of the deep from the boys.
Well, in one way. Well, it is called the deep, so you're not wrong.
What did I just walk into?
Well, we were talking about things.
Very deep things, I imagine.
Yep. So deep we could call it the peak.
And meanwhile, Venus is broadcasting stuff. Ooh, 3 rare candies. Nice.
So, hello, stream. It's
Yes,
been did I
including
miss
her
anything?
bound. Well, we haven't started talking about any of our major topics, although we did talk about how the 1,000-Year Blood War arc is apparently going to be on Disney Plus only in Japan.
Only in Japan. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was
'cause-
gonna be, like, worldwide.
No, earlier it was announced actually that that Adult Swim had the rights to broadcast
Yeah,
1,000-Year Blood War arc in America.
yeah, because Bleach is... Yeah, because I could have sworn Bleach is a Warner Brothers property, not a Disney property.
Well, that was a weird thing for me. I was thinking, and hang on, doesn't Viz own this? Wouldn't Warner Brothers be doing that? And
Anyway.
it's like, yeah, it turns out they are doing it in America.
Anyway, this is Cipher Admin Venus.
This is Cipher Rage. I can't remember what he's from.
I believe it's after Earth. Anyway.
Oh God. Oh God.
What?
I didn't even remember what that film was. I just had Cipher Rage in the brain for some reason.
Anyway, so Venus has an interesting gimmick in which all of her Pokemon know Attract. And they're of varying genders. Oh, and she also has a fucking Steelix!
So all of her Pokemon are Captain Jack Harkness.
Yeah, let's go with that.
The women want them and the men want them.
And the Steelix just died to Typhlosion's flamethrower.
Yeah, you see, Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, you dumb broad. You brought out Odom. Ouch! Randy did not last long in that fight. Alright, time to bring out Crumb. Alright, let's kill the Vileplume and do as much damage as we can to the Bayonet.
So, first up on the topics list after that is Rest in Peace Hiroshi Otake, Boss from Mazinger Z, and Yanamo from Car Ranger, passed away at the age of 90. That's a good time to pass away. Long life, if you've lived, a lot of stuff you've done.
Of course, her Shadow Pokemon has to be fucking Suicune.
If I have to die, I want to be 2,000 years old when I die. I want the last half of my life to be called a 1,000-year blood war arc because I'm waging war against blood so that I can stay alive.
You don't know what.
I'm going off on a really stupid riff, Kevin. I'm hoping you'll join me on it.
No, here's the thing. The 1,000-year Blood War arc is actually based on the 1,000-year-long war between the Soul Reapers and Quincy's.
Cool. No, I understand that, and I was just going off a really stupid tangent because I thought it was funny.
Okay, seriously, Suicune, you should be killing my Typhlosion by now.
Not knocked out, no fingerbacks, he's dead.
Okay, so now we can focus all of our undivided attention on making this Suicune as frail as humanly possible. And by that I mean I'm going to reduce its accuracy a lot and then spam timer balls.
You're gonna spam your balls at it.
Yes.
Oh, saucy.
Oh, of course, Crumble.
I'll bet you that's what she said after you got done spamming your balls at her.
Ha 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 ha. Very funny.
I'm glad you think so.
I didn't think it was funny.
Oh. Anyways, the Netflix show Q-Force has been canceled after one season at Netflix, and
Oh no.
yeah.
Anyway.
Let's not give that show any attention. I do not want to.
Okay, so can I explain Suicune? Because I feel like I
That
should.
wasn't supposed to happen.
Because I feel like I need to. Anyway, Suicune is one of the 3 legendary beasts and is the mascot of Pokemon Crystal. Well, this is the dictionary definition of a bulky water type. Able to withstand a lot of hits and deliver on some punishment. Granted, that was a critical hit that I just induced on it, but whatever. I want to make sure it keeps missing. Let's try a bite. Wait, I want to make sure it keeps missing so that if it resorts to using Shadow Rush... Jesus, Suicune, you keep hitting yourself in the face. Okay.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Oh, thank God. We're in a good range. We're in a good range. I'm gonna swap out Sotheni for Altair. And you know what? Might as well go.
Why do you have it? Why do you have Altair in there? Altair ibn Lahad, I presume.
Well, I kind of named the Altaria after that.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Rest in peace, Yoshifumi Oshima, singer, songwriter, and performer of the G Gundam music.
Yeah. That makes me sad. I love that show to pieces. Well, Lady Venus just got her ass kicked, and this is literally the second time I've caught a legendary Pokemon in a timer ball with only one try. And I didn't even put it to sleep this time. What the hell is my luck? Anyway, I need the Ein file. Final report. Some interesting discoveries were made about the purification process. There are several ways to cause the opening of the heart's door, and the resulting effects appear to differ with the original nature of the Pokemon. Also,
Door, what is this? Kingdom Hearts.
You forget that this was made by people who worked on Dragon Quest. Also, as the purification process advances,
there we go.
as the Shadow Pokemon regains its moves and its original nature. When the
There's
purification
the damn
process
robot
is
machine.
complete, the Pokemon regains all the experience points it has accumulated, perhaps even enough to level up. By effectively using these features, it may be possible to create even more powerful Shadow Pokemon. Interesting way of exploiting that method. I found TM45. I'm gonna go heal up, and we're gonna chase down Lady Venus. You know, oh, the worst part is, Alex, I'm not even trying to make this part of the game piss easy, or catching those legendary Pokemon piss easy, because I know my luck's gonna run out on that one eventually. But I swear to God, if I catch Raikou, who is the last legendary beast on our list, in a single timer ball, I'm going to look through the case of my... I'm going to look through my Pokemon Colosseum case to see if someone's unslipped the game of... Someone slipped me a 50.
Yeah. Watch you find like an old $1,000 bill in there.
Those literally don't exist.
They actually do.
Oh, God.
Hang on.
You want to know what's weird? That kind of makes me think of, what's his face from Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, in the abridgment, specifically. Sakyo, quit busting my balls here. $1 billion isn't a real number. Sir, $1 billion is a real number. I've just been informed that $1 billion is a real number.
If billion was such a real number, count to it.
Why?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We don't mean
8.
it literally.
He's doing it. He's actually doing it. Keep going, Dun.
So did you know there was actually a $10,000 bill?
What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, there was
Bullshit.
a $10,000 bill. There was a $500 bill. And a $1,000 bill. And a $5,000 bill.
Bitch, how are you
There's
even
also-
running in that dress?
There
Let
was
alone...
also a $100,000 gold certificate, which was meant for banks, I believe.
Alex,
Yeah.
somehow Lady Venus is running away from me in a dress. It looks ridiculous. And that dress does not look like you could run at all in it. And of course
The high heels in Jurassic World. You just don't think about it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Speaking of which, Jurassic World 3 finally coming to Blu-ray tomorrow.
Yep, and I already have the 4K pre-ordered.
Yep.
So, interestingly enough, this is the gauntlet of trainers that we gotta fight through before we get to Lady Venus. Okay, Earthquake and Dargon Dance. I swear I'm gonna end up replacing Altaria. By the time we get at my actual favorite Gen 3 Dragon type. Why? Because Altaria does not have a dragon move on it because I evolved it at a level later than it learns dragon in breath. And there's our shadow Pokemon, Gligar. Sadly, this is not Gen 4, so it will not be making any use of any, interesting traits.
Oh yeah, Top Gun Maverick is currently the #1 bestseller in the military and war section on Amazon.
Cool. I'm gonna put Gligar to sleep.
Number 2 is Schindler's List, and do you want to guess what number 3 is?
What's number 3? Pearl Harbor?
Yes, it literally is.
Wow.
How the hell did you guess that?
I was just pulling stuff out of my ass.
Apparently, the people who classify stuff and buy stuff at Amazon are too. Honestly, who thought it was a great idea to let Michael Bay direct a film about Pearl Harbor? I don't dislike Michael Bay even, but shit, man.
Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Please do not kill it. What the fuck, Quagsire? Well, that's one trainer I'm gonna have to fight again. My Quagsire's too strong, Alex.
What? For a trainer battle?
Yes.
Or did
Quagsire was not...
rebelled?
Quagsire was not supposed to kill that Gligar, but it did. Okay, let's try another one. Kirlia and Roselia. Kirlia is the second stage evolution of the Ralts evolutionary line, which starts with the little Ralts, and then it eventually evolves into the... Well, Alex has seen the Pokemon that Kirlia evolves into.
Oh yeah, one of the other things we did on MetTV, we did MetTV reaction to it was like a double whammy. It was a reaction video to Markiplier's Smasher Pass for the Pokemon, and then we also did
Pokemon Origins.
Yeah, we did Pokemon Origins and got copyright struck for the audio.
Because unfortunately, the videos weren't working on Alex's end, so we had to risk it.
I don't know how that happened.
Because it worked fine on my end. Oh, Alex, look, it's a Stantler.
Ben. But yeah, Ben, I convinced Kevin to watch Justice League with us. Nice. It's gonna be the Wednesday before we do the first part of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Take a wild guess how he convinced me.
Paying you $5,000.
Nope.
In it. Yeah, I mailed him $5,000 bills.
Nope, he didn't do that.
He He kidnapped your mother, is now threatening to kill her if you don't do it.
Nope. He doesn't even know where I live.
I wanna know. Can you show me?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah, that time I posted a screenshot of me getting JLD Apocalypse War or on 4K.
You cropped out your address, yeah, so... I've got something horrible, terrible, no good, very bad coming my way.
Yep.
Any guesses as to what it might be, Ben?
What?
Just take a wild guess, man.
I don't know.
Just take a guess.
I'm trying to think, but I can't.
Just guess. I want you guys to guess.
Batman.
No.
Spooderman.
No.
Already, you know, no. I think it has to be something terrible.
Well, I mean, of course. Why would it be something good?
I already suggested Superman 64 and Top Gun for the NES. And he shot both of those down. Is it gonna be Avatar The Last Airbender, the movie?
No.
You're not that cruel, huh?
I have my limits on how cruel I can be. Let's try to get our Quagmire back. Go, snagging ball.
Snagging, rock the snagging, ballsy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Snagging, rock the snagging.
Ay, ay, ay. You know, people criticize Gen 6 for removing Typhlosion's flames on... Or rather, for making Typhlosion retract his flames in the back, on the back of his neck. They forget that the Stadium / Colosseum games did that years before or X and Y came out. What, Ben? What is it this time?
Judge orders Twitter to turn over documents to Elon Musk, the former Twitter executive, who Musk says was a key figure in calculating the number of fake accounts on the platform. 2 minutes ago, or 2 hours ago.
Nice.
That's actually pretty big.
Oh, Giannis.
Oh, that's gotta be spicy. Ooh, too spicy. It's harder than that Hot Wings show on YouTube.
The
Ben?
What the hell happened there? What?
What?
You know, I sincerely wish you could just duct tape the ball to prevent the Pokemon from coming out when it tries to break it.
Oh, here's an interesting report, if you guys want to hear it.
Okay.
So, apparently Disney wants a piece of the boys' pie, so they're reportedly they want to introduce the Squadron Supreme in the second season of Pokemon.
And wouldn't they just buy up the rights to that other superhero satire thing?
Yeah, they already own the rights to this. Apparently, the Sentry will be a part of it.
Oh, yay! Nobody fucking likes him. Nobody cares.
It's a reinterpretation of the team similar to that of the quote-unquote the boys.
Nobody gives a shit. Stop trying to chase trends.
They are literally chasing the trend if this is true. They will be evil and arrogant and they'll end up working with Kang. Yeah, and what? This is just them chasing trends. It's like a toned down boys.
You know, it was really nice back in the day when Marvel was making these movies and cutting out characters that didn't contribute to the fucking plot. Or made the whole world just fucking absurd. You know, like...
Okay, Alex, I
Like
know...
not having really shitty Superman knockoffs.
How do you feel
Like
about...
fucking Sentry.
Alex, how do you feel about the characters I have contributed to our thing in the drafting portion?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, what do you mean in terms of, like, in relation to the discussion we're having now?
Yes, in relation to the discussion we're having now. Now, do they contribute much?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, that's because you and I actually put thought into where these characters go in the fucking story. We don't just random willy-nilly put stuff in to try and chase a trend. I didn't try to mash two men in the sky into our universe because I realized that would be a really fucking stupid thing to do. You know? Put it off into something else, so it's, you know, so not interfering with the other plot.
Now, in terms of writing that group I had introduced, I was not going to say who they are for obvious reasons, but how do you feel about how do you feel, who do you feel, do you think I have a good understanding of in that group?
Even for characters that you don't really necessarily know all that well, so you actually put in a little bit of goddamn effort to try and keep a little bit on track so that we have like material and not just the deluded fever dreams of some fucking moron at Disney
Or a moron from DC?
James Gunn being both of those parties in several instances.
Why does that Dunsparce know Ice Beam? It makes no sense. Now my Altaria is frozen.
Have we talked about the Spider-Man PC thing?
No. We can go ahead and do that now if you want.
Yes, so a modder released a mod for the new release Spider-Man Steam version.
Of the previously PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man game.
Yep, and it replaced all the LGBT flags in the game and replaced them with American flags. And of course, the salty bastards being salty bastards banned the user off of the site. He released the mod.
Which site was that? Was it like Nexus Mods or was it? It was fucking Nexus. How did I fucking call that? Probably because I remember them doing shit like this before, actually.
Like, this is like the pettiest shit, because it's like this one tiny thing that you wouldn't really notice unless you like looked around.
Yeah, it's a fucking mod, it's optional. Like,
It's literally optional. Also, I gotta download that before that.
I am not going to buy that game on PC. I already have it on PS4.
Yeah, that's right. You don't like PC.
No, PC gaming is the inferior platform.
Steam Deck.
Steam Deck is the inferior platform.
Oh, there goes Octillery.
Anyways.
So,
You know, there are nude mods on Nexus Mods. I don't see anybody getting those deleted and banning the people who made those. Or wait a second, maybe they did. Maybe that's why I remember them.
by the way, Alex, did you?
Hang on. I have to go do some research.
Three hours of research later. It's no good. It's not listening. Why does Pile of Swine know Blizzard? I know it's an ice type, but come on, guys. Pile of Swine's special attack is pitiful.
Okay, no, there are I click on Skyrim and literally the first two things I see are nude mods.
So I'm guessing. So I'm
yeah.
guessing in the modders at Skyrim like the angle of the dangle.
Congratulations, Nexus Mods. You guys suck.
I'm still waiting for the mod to replace the new face with the old. 'Cause that new face sucks.
We all agree on that.
No offense to the actor, but your face sucks.
I don't even think it's just because of that. It's because
Well,
they
no,
rushed
yeah.
out the remaster. Like they didn't have time to polish it and work it. And
No, they
make
just
matters
used a new
worse,
face entirely.
Somehow it looks younger than Tom Holland's face.
Yeah, it's a new actor entirely.
I'm like, the old face at least looked like Tom Holland if he were slightly older.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense to you.
No, I got you. That makes perfect sense.
Because I get why they kind of based it off of Holland due to the fact that, you know, he's the recent actor to play a Spider-Man. And so, oh, you would think by that logic, oh yeah, they're going to base his face off of that. But for some reason, it's like, the older face was more expressive, more
Oh yeah, they
more,
fucked up the animation is the thing. They gave him a whole new face, and they fucked up the animation, and it wasn't even necessary.
the animation's the same. They never changed it for the new face, so it just looks uncanny as fuck.
Well, that probably explains it then.
Yeah. So I'm
Like,
waiting for someone to make a mod to
you
add
guys,
the
you
old-
guys remember Assassin's Creed Unity, right?
Yep, aka Assassin's Creed, we'll fix it later.
Yeah, so Assassin's Creed Unity, there was this really retarded discussion about, like, oh, why isn't there a female playable character? And they actually explained it very well. It's like, look, we had an idea in mind that maybe we were going to have a female main character in this game. And ultimately that didn't work out because we put it off to the side and you know, you can't always implement everything you want into a game, you know? You have to draw the line somewhere. And, you know, for as fucked up as Unity was, I think that if they tried to include a female main character in that game, they probably would have made it even worse, because like, you can't just copy-paste animations from one model to the other and expect them to behave the same way. Like, that's why things look so strange when you switch out animation sets for models that they weren't made for.
Oh, and now we get to Sneasel, all among the shadow Pokemon to catch. If this were Gen 4, I would go for that. And I'd be like, yeah, give me that fucking Sneasel. I want a Weavile. But no, this isn't Gen 4 where Sneasel could actually utilize both of its types, which are Dark and Ice type. Instead, what we get is essentially a Pokemon that can barely do either. Oh, come on! Freaking coward. She didn't want her Sneasel to fall asleep. Anyway, in Generation 4, they introduced a new evolution to Sneasel, all known as Weavile. Oh, and, oh boy, is that thing busted. Like, give it Ice Punch or any Dark type move like Night Slash and whatnot. It's gonna clean house. On top of its speed being absurd. And it's a good thing Crumb can take a hit. Goodbye, Seviper. No one cared about you. You know... Oh, what generation Seviper is from, Alex, right?
No.
Generation 3 was from Hoenn.
Cool.
Let me make this thing yawn again and confuse me.
Oh, you know, here's a question. So, how cheap do you think Elon Musk would get Twitter once he puts in case?
You know what I think? I think they're probably gonna... Like, the company's probably gonna go under when this happens. And he's gonna pick it all up for pennies. And there's, you know, the users aren't even gonna fucking notice.
Yep, it's just gonna go on as business.
Yep.
The company will go into bankruptcy. Elon Musk will buy it for pennies on the dollar, and I'll probably get a nice little payday, because I have a couple of shares of Twitter stock.
Nice.
Yeah, I got them from when the stock dipped hard after they banned Donald Trump.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was actually why I had my money on them not banning him because I figured, oh, you know, Trump drives too much Twitter engagement, and there's no way they're gonna ban him from the site. Lo and behold, I was wrong. But you know, Twitter's engagement has gone down quite significantly, and they had a big drop in their stock price around that time. So I picked up 2 shares at I think it was like $10 a share was the lowest it went. I can't remember.
Well, we never know.
It wasn't much. It's gone up since then, but I think that's mostly been down to the to the Musk buyout.
So it's been down to the fuck?
Yeah, we're gonna get down with the dickness tonight.
I see you've seen that parody.
Yep.
So, okay, getting into some of the earlier Pokemon, Gligar would have been useful if this were Gen 4, and it had its evolution Gliscor, or which is acquired through having Razor Fang and then raising its happiness. It's between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. and which is classified as night in Gen 4 and whatnot. And 4 a.m. to 8 p.m. is classified as daytime. Yeah, we could just muck around all we want.
Yeah, there was a small fire in Netflix's Nintendo's Kyoto headquarters that was contained
All the companies going
before.
on fire. Like last time we talked,
Yeah.
people caught on fire.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, and sometimes I end up getting Google's search engine, and other times I get forced into Bing.
Bing is better. Like, these days, Bing is objectively better. I don't know how, I don't know why.
I'm gonna give Crumb the black glasses.
Oh yeah, Jason Blum tweeted out that they're working with Jim Henson's Creature Shop for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Well, at least they're getting Jim
Yep.
Henson's stuff people on this.
Yeah, so if nothing else, that movie's gonna look fucking great.
Yeah, there's some good news about it as well. I forgot to post in the topic chat, but according to Production Weekly, that film's going to start filming this year.
Do they have a cast list, or...
No, nothing yet. All we know is
I know
that
that-
December is the placeholder date for the film, and they're figuring the final details out before announcing it. Maybe a few weeks.
Okay. Somebody weird was attached to that, if I remember correctly. It was like somebody
It was the guy, I know exactly what you're thinking of. It was the guy who directed the first Home Alone and Harry Potter films.
Oh!
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's no
I can
longer
kind of
part
see
it.
that.
Yeah,
No.
And of
Yeah,
course,
that's-
Venus, like the dumb broad that she is, drops the subway key, so we don't even need to give
And-
chase to her.
I will say though, he would have been great for FNAF. I feel like he could have pulled that off rather well.
Sam Raimi should do it.
He would be fucking perfect for Spring Trap.
Yeah, Sam Raimi or,
Wee.
who's the guy who did the Child's Play movies?
I don't know.
I
don't know, but I do hope that they don't make the animatronics go, oh god, I'm dying. Like it's just a minor inconvenience. Because have you seen in those movies? Excuse me. Rui. I'm sorry. Fire. Get the hell out of my way. Hello, gentlemen. Can I-
So we don't have a director attached to this. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I think like who would you want for a Five Nights at Freddy's movie?
Why would it be anyone other than Sam Raimi?
Well, yeah, I mean obviously, hey, Sam Raimi.
Got the
He could
up
direct a
disc.
fucking sandwich commercial, and it would be the greatest thing ever. But like get Raimi, Louis Leterrier would probably do it pretty good. Louis Leterrier's got a good eye for stuff like that. I'm trying to think about somebody who's got experience with animatronics.
You know,
what,
Alex.
Steven Spielberg might do a pretty good job.
You know, Alex.
Um,
I look at my two lead characters. Both of them could probably balance on this beam right here, and get to the other side no problem.
And yet you can't cross, can you?
Nope, there's an invisible wall in my way.
I'm the invisible wall.
So guess what? We gotta storm the lab through the front entrance, like a bunch of fucking plebs.
Storming the walls, storming the walls, storming the walls, storming the walls.
Let's head back to the under. Because we've got nowhere else to go. Other than out of this place and into the Shadow Pokemon Lab, because we don't have the L disc, which could give
No,
us an
you only
item.
have the W disc.
I would have the W
You're-
disc if I caught
you're
that
winning.
Gligar, but Quagsire had to be too fucking strong for it.
You're winning so much, you're gonna get tired of it.
Alex, you can't make me get tired of winning.
Good.
Because I would rather be winning at my Nuzlocke run than, you know, losing pokes left and right.
Okay, I destroyed the robot machine. Let me get back to the past now.
Gotta get back
Or
in
back
time.
to the future. Let me get back to the future now.
Bum, 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 bum. What happened? You don't need to.
Died.
You don't need to go back to the future after you destroy the robot machine. You could just get to the goal ring, and it'll still say you get.
I'm
You create.
trying to get back to the goal ring. I want to go fucking anywhere.
Select
I'm gonna go on
UFO
to the next
disc.
topic. Disney and Marvel are holding a special gaming conference on what day was it again? Let me find it. September 8th, I think? Yeah, September 9th. At 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. I don't know about Central. It's reportedly going to show the Uncharted director's first Marvel game. What's her name? Amy something? Or was it Ryder?
The headache. That a writer.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Is
I
this
don't
writer? Alright, is this writer responsible for all the stupid in Uncharted 3 and 4?
No, she's the one who's responsible for the good stuff in the first two games.
Okay, good. Then I would rather have her on that. Okay. Since I'm not in the mood to fight more trainer. Let's go forward and exit this place.
Let's not go to Camelot. 'Tis a silly place.
I'm glad that I finally got you to see that movie so that you could actually quote it.
Speaking of Camelot, have you seen the movie Camelot?
No.
I had it on VHS when I was a kid, and I picked up a Blu-ray copy at the Dollar General a couple of weeks back because it was $3, and I figured, what the hell?
Of course. Okay.
What's the next topic? Oh wait, do we have any predictions for the Disney thing?
No.
We're probably gonna get an Iron Man game, honestly. Like, if we don't...
Are we gonna get an Iron Man game where we have Nolan North voicing Iron Man and with Scorpions Rock You Like a Hurricane game playing as his entrance theme, much like in that
Just give me an
thing?
open world Iron Man game with all the different armors, different abilities. Just give me that. Make
No,
it
you know
good.
what This is gonna be Disney, not Square Enix, so I'm thinking this has gotta be something else. They're gonna recast Iron Man, and they're gonna give him a whole new design, and it's gonna be completely unrelated to the shitty Avengers game that they still have billboards up for in my fucking town.
How?
They'd be paying good money for whatever reason on that. The
No,
final-
I think they just haven't bothered to take him down.
Yeah. And so much
I
money
literally
and all
had
this
to,
time on this
like
shit.
they're on the highway and they're on the freeway, and I literally, I believe that the only reason they're still there is because nobody thought to take them down. And when I first saw the billboards for that game, I didn't know that they were billboards for that game because I couldn't tell who any of the characters were at first glance. I was like, is that Thor? Is that Black Widow? Hang the fuck on. Is that Kamala Khan? You know? Well, because it didn't really look like any of them. And that just tells you that there are problems with how that game was designed.
Okay, so our next stop is the Shadow Pokemon Lab.
Oh, here's our next superhero topic. So, some kind of report came out about how The Rock moved to mountains to keep Black Adam out of Shazam. And he came out and said, not quite. So the context seems to be that Warner Brothers, in their infinite wisdom, wanted both the origins of Black Adam and Shazam in one single film.
No.
Yeah, they tried to
No.
shoehorn Captain Marvel and Black Adam into the same movie, and I understand, and like, you know, they are in the same family of characters, but at the same time, you can't do what they were trying to do in two films. In two films, in one film. Like, the Black Adam story is a whole story by itself. The Captain Marvel story is a whole story in and of itself. You can't just
Combine them.
if they'd put those two together, they would have fucked everything up. And people are on Twitter lambasting The Rock over having an ego trip behind this. But the thing
this isn't an ego trip. It's him.
No, this is.
It's him being like, yeah, no, this isn't going to work. This is stupid.
Yeah, because it's two completely different tones being smashed together. That's not going to work. And I don't even know how you could make that work. Two origin films in the same movie? That's like trying to combine Captain America and Iron Man into a single film. Like, no!
That's like putting the origin for that's like trying to put the origin of Black Widow and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver all in one movie.
Oh, you mean like, Age of Ultron?
Like an Age of Ultron, yeah.
That movie.
That's like trying.
Look, I like Age of Ultron, but come on, guys, you didn't really.
That's like trying to set up the plots
of a lot of stuff in that movie. They were setting up Ragnarok, which ended up going nowhere.
It's like trying to.
Gee, it's almost like
Ragnarok
maybe.
Didn't even fucking work.
Gee.
They cut out all of the fucking setup in there.
Gee, it's almost like Taika Waititi shouldn't have been involved in that. At all.
That wasn't even entirely his fault. Marvel wanted to do Planet Hulk, but they wouldn't play. Them and Universal both wanted to take the ball and go home, so they've made
Sonic Boom.
They made him the unfortunate victim of that circumstance. Unfortunately, he can also be directly blamed for all of the jokes in that film because a bunch of them were improvised and most of them didn't work.
Black Adam's gonna be interesting. Actually, I haven't read The Rock's quote. So he was replying to me, he said, 100% true. The original script had both Black Adam and Shazam establishing the origin stories in one film. I fall hard for both characters, plus JSA, to have their own standalone film.
The Justice Society should never be in a universe where the Justice League already exists. The JSA and the JLA are...
Isn't the film taking place years before the events of Justice League or something?
I think that.
Yes, but part of the reason why the DC multiverse got so confusing towards the end of part of the reason why people thought that they needed to do the New 52 reboot in the first place was entirely on the fact that there was too much complicated bullshit going on. They had a Justice Society and like two different Justice Leagues, and they had various unconnected Earths. It was a goddamn mess, and
then Barry decided to have sexual intercourse with the timeline.
we don't need a Justice Society when the Justice League already exists. The Justice Society is a prototypical version of the Justice League of America.
This is kind of
Society.
Yeah, this is kind of why in my writing the Justice Society would just kind of be like a temporary thing, since most of the society members would just age, unlike Diana and maybe Kent Nelson, and that's mostly due to the fact that Kent Nelson would be kept at his age due to the Helmet of Fate. So Nabu would basically...
Fate.
Hardy har har, very funny.
Yeah, the Doctor Strange, Doctor Fate fusion.
Anyway. Oh, hi there.
That was an actual thing in the Amalgam comics, I believe.
Yes, it was Doctor Strange Fate.
Oh, God.
They came up with They came up with decent names for other characters. Yeah. The fuck was Doctor Strange Fate?
Alex, we've got another shadow Pokemon that I need to explain. Apom.
No,
yes, I do.
Explain it. I don't care. I don't care about Pokemon.
Alex, What am I playing?
I'm playing as a blue hedgehog. I don't need to know about Pokemon.
Yeah, well, guess who's playing Pokemon? I have to, because guess what?
Fuck you, Dad. I won't do what you tell me.
I'm only like 3 years older than you.
The future is now, old man. We're not playing with little Japanese pocket monsters anymore. We're playing with Japanese hedgehogs, goddammit.
Anyway, Apom is yet another Pokemon that would have been much more useful if this were Generation 4 and it had its evolution, Ambipom. But no, this is Generation 3 where it's a single stage Pokemon. You want to know how it gets to Ambipom?
Ow.
It needs to learn the move Double Hit. Oh, hi, Cast Form, who looks like it has boobs. So, yeah. Funnily enough, of one Pokemon we end up finding in this area is actually one of the last few team members that Chucker Conroy recruits in his playthrough of this game. That Pokemon being Fortress.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm being stupid. That was where it was.
I'm sure you know what Fortress looks like, Alex, since, you know, Fortress was used by a certain simp.
Are you referencing a Team 4-star video?
No, I'm referencing Brock.
Oh, Brock. Okay.
He literally caught a Pineco in Johto and it evolved into a Fortress that he carried into Hoenn. I'm sorry. I think it was his only Pokemon from the original series that he brought with him to Hoenn. Because I don't recall him having his Geodude or his Onix, or hell, even his Crobat.
Which is weird, because those are like his signature Pokemon.
Yeah, and then after getting into Hoenn, he ends up acquiring a Lotad and a Mudkip. Guess what the Lotad evolves into?
More Mudkips.
A quote-unquote racially insensitive stereotype in the form of Ludicolo.
Okay.
You've seen what that Pokemon looks like. Where's the sombrero? It has a lily pad on its head that looks like a sombrero.
Oh, nice. You know, the funny thing is like Hispanic people...
What the fuck? Boom!
Tend to see these characters as being really cool because they have like they tend to have a sense of humor about it. It's like, oh
What?
Hey, this character looks awesome. Like Speedy Gonzalez. White people complained about Speedy Gonzalez.
Or the fucking Tequila Gundam from G Gundam. A lot of Hispanic people actually love the Tequila Gundam. From what I've seen in Bennett Sage's comment section, they're like, dude, shut up.
Stop speaking for us.
We love this thing.
Stop speaking for us, white boy.
Yeah.
Apparently, he saved the FBI took Trump was empty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey, we can talk about the raid on Mar-a-Lago if you all want, wherein Donald Trump, people were saying, oh, Donald Trump is never gonna release the search warrant, and then he released the search warrant, and they said, oh, well, he didn't release the search warrant the right way, and he doxed all those people by releasing the search warrant the way he did.
Oh my god.
There he accidentally revealed the names of the people who raided him under
people who raided his
legal circumstances.
Yeah, the people who raided his home under questionable at best legal circumstances. Is yeah, why? How fucking dare he?
People are just getting stupider and stupider as time goes on.
DOJ is also attempting to get a judge to seal the documents so that we never know the reasons why they raided.
Okay.
Oh wow, they're just making it more popular by the fucking seconds.
Well, anyways,
Next topic, Dragon Ball and Fortnite. We are screwed.
speaking of Mexico, though, guess what I found in a roll of nickels at work?
What did you find?
A peso.
8.
For some reason, foreign coins just get slipped into our money supply at the store. I found Canadian pennies, Canadian nickels, Ecuadorian nickels, and now a peso. The peso.
By the way,
The pe-
Happy birthday.
oh yeah.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Batfleck.
Happy birthday to Batman.
But it's not Patrick Batman. Come on.
I would love to see a crossover between Batfleck and Bale Man.
Wait for Secret Wars.
And we could maybe even get Pattinson in
Not
on
Secret
it.
Wars,
And
Infinite Crisis. That's what it was.
Flashpoint Batman too.
Man, we could have had Flashpoint Batman played by Negan.
They should have done Flashpoint Batman played by Negan. Instead,
Yeah.
they've allegedly brought in Michael Keaton again, but reshoots are apparently happening, and that's not going to be the case anymore.
Yeah, they brought in both Keaton and Ben Affleck for reshoots.
That's
Particularly on the
stupid.
third act of the film.
Hello,
So
good
they're
sir.
reworking the endings. That film,
I will say I agree with Kevin Smith, it's kind of absurd.
It is.
It's kind
This
of
film-
absurd.
This film, I swear to God, has went through 7 different reshoots with different endings. I swear to God.
They should just scrap the Flash movie altogether.
Yeah, I agree with Kevin Smith. It's like, why the hell is this film still being released and the Batgirl movie being got
I'll tell you
shelved?
why. Because this film was cost over $300 million. That would be a waste of fucking money. You might as well finish it and throw it to the wolves.
Yeah, I got a point there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much money to throw away. It's not like Batgirl, right? Where they can back right off. Like, that movie's cheap compared to Flashpoint. It's ridiculous. They
There
can't-
goes
they can't
Magnemite.
cancel it 'cause it's expensive, and they're gonna lose money anyways. They're basically just throwing it out there. I mean, granted, I think they should release Batgirl only because Brandon Fraser's in it, but like,
Yeah.
and more that why it was canceled.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
how do you feel? How is it that at you were going to end up making me do all of the shipping and writing?
I'm not making you do all of it. You just volunteered to do all of it.
No, I didn't. Nope.
I'll do it. I've done some of it so far.
With Steve Rogers and the Wonder Woman, not Woman,
Just
woman.
remember, Dunn, don't forget about the titles.
The Wonder Why?
Suddenly,
Captain America has a nightmare. He wakes up from it. It wakes up next to Waluigi. Wakes up from another nightmare again. Oh yeah, author of the Satanic Verses, Salman Rushdie, has been stabbed.
ooh.
Yeah, I heard about that.
There's been a fatwa out on his life for a while now.
By the way, Ben, and have you played Pokemon Colosseum?
GameCube? I have not played the first one. I played XP as a kid, though.
Oh dear, you need to play Colosseum.
At one point, I just have too many games on my catalog.
Well, I mean, too many games is a decent convention.
True. Damn it, I was gonna mention something, but now I don't remember.
The fuck is the goal ring, guys?
Oh, God. Not another one. Ah. Hey, Alex. Guess what I've encountered just recently?
All of the DACA?
No! Another Shadow Pokemon who would have been way useful if this were Generation 4! It's Murkrow. Who, after it debuted in Generation 2, at first was a single stage Pokemon, but thanks to Generation 4, we got Honchkrow and it became so powerful. This, however, is not Generation 4. This is Generation 3, before all that. Alright, get in the ball, you stupid bird. You want to know what the worst part is, Alex?
What?
After this whole section, and in the game, I gotta go through a whole... During the final dungeon, final area of the game, well, the final area of the plot of the game, I gotta go through a gauntlet of 4 trainers in a row, all with Shadow Pokemon to catch. Then, and the 2 final bosses. You can imagine in the sheer amount of frustration I'm going to end up feeling for that particular area. Oh, and by the way, the twist for who the
I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Neat.
Get those baby back, baby back, baby back.
Alright, so, let's talk about THQ, because they've been making a pretty good comeback recently. So, they had this, video, I guess their own Nintendo Direct. And they had a quite a few announcements. I mean, they're not big, but, like, they had 3 particular announcements that were pretty big. The first one is the new Alone in the Dark.
With a group in the daylight.
I remember saying that.
Yeah, so, it's being written by, I cannot read that name, but it's the guy behind Amnesia and Soma. It's a new original story with characters, places, and themes from the original 3 games. It's going to have classic survival horror gameplay, and it's developed by a mix of new and veteran devs. And so far, it looks pretty damn promising. I mean, we've seen, like a few minutes of footage so far. But, like,
It looks better than the last Alone in the Dark game it's already made.
We don't talk about that one.
Oh, you mean the one
I'm
that?
not...
Oh, you mean the one that Pro Jared reviewed?
Ha 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 ha! You know, implying that was the last Alone in the Dark game. No. No. There was a multiplayer Alone in the Dark shooter. Okay, that was kind of... It was a shitty Left 4 Dead knockoff.
I am the Lightbringer, motherfucker. I am the fucking universe.
Well, yeah, that was their first big announcement. Their second announcement, this is one I am so goddamn hyped for. It's the new SpongeBob Cosmic Shake sequel to Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yay.
I have been waiting for this game for 2 decades. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get 10 copies. I'm going to buy this on every single console because I am an absolute psychopath.
Are you planning on mailing those copies to other people?
No, he's
It's
gonna.
like, I otherwise I cannot understand and why you would have 10 copies of a thing. I say that as I look over at my shelf and I see that
You have to realize, I am a shell. I will buy this hundreds of times just to make it.
No, you're gonna you're gonna buy 10 copies of that just so that you could tell people to go make Dragon's Lair a movie.
It's
Yes.
not about the money. It's about sending a message.
Everything
You
burns.
wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
What, your goals are beyond our understanding?
Yes.
So,
But seriously, though, like,
Alex, I
from
think
the game-
I've deduced who Reverse Flash is.
Is it Barry?
No.
Ben, are you the one? Are you the one who's making Ezra Miller do all those terrible, terrible things?
He's like, oh no, he's doing that himself. I don't even give a shit. I just have my popcorn. Like, a fully reverse class is going to do this awful shit, and then he sees how Flash is just fucking himself up by harassing Hawaii and just grabbing
I don't want to fight you, Flash. I wouldn't want to fight me neither.
Okay, back to Cosmic Shake. So it looks like, have any of you played Battle for Bikini Bottom?
I have it, but I haven't tried it yet.
Right. It takes a similar format that Super Mario 64 did. Except of,
Are you fucking kidding me? No, not to you. The fact
This game, the Cosmic Shake looks like it takes major inspiration from Super Mario Odyssey, and that's fucking hype.
Are we actually going to get the original voice cast for this
Yes, they're
game?
all back.
Oh,
They're all back.
so even Clancy Brown?
Yes, they said that Clancy Brown will be
Because
back
I
as
do
well.
distinctly remember Clancy Brown not being in Battle for Bikini Bottom for some reason.
He was too expensive at the time. Well, yeah, they did outright say
Shit.
that the original voice actor would be coming back to the game. SpongeBob will be the only playable character that will have more moves. And something that someone did point out that I also noticed is that there are moves from the movie that are also in the Cosmic Shake, which is awesome. SpongeBob
This-
also has like a new cartwheel kind of move to make moving faster and such. It looks good. It looks solid. And then our final big announcement, it truly comes full circle. South Park is back under THQ.
Good.
Yes. So they at the very end, the South Park game logo came in with Randy saying hot, 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 hot. And that was it. That was the only thing they showed. This makes me wonder if that's like a tease to Randy being one of the main characters.
I am the one.
It's gonna be interesting because the Stick of Truth was originally under THQ, and then a few months before release they went bankrupt and Ubisoft bought the production rights. Or yeah, was it? I guess the rights in general.
It's Ubisoft, and Ubisoft fucked up the second game.
Fractured
I mean,
butthole.
Like, it wasn't
good, but,
terrible, it was just
they
like,
never
come on,
followed it up.
guys.
They never followed it up, despite it selling well, which is weird. And so that kind of went in limbo until THQ came back, and I guess they bought the rights back from Ubisoft. Either way, it's come back full fucking circle. Which is, it's pretty cool, but it's also like weird.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
now in the drafting stage, how do you feel about me pairing up a Brainiac 5 with Saturn Girl?
It's better than trying to pair up Jonathan Kent with a pink-haired hypnotist.
That's... Alex, that's a low fucking bar.
I know.
Which, by the way, speaking of which, John tried to give that hypnotist is a Legionnaire flight ring. To which I'm like, hey, Brainy, could you come over here and destroy that flight ring? And
Can we also maybe like give John a resounding crack around the head because he has clearly lost his goddamn marbles.
and also ban him from the Legion of O's and erase his memory of everything you guys do.
We're not trying to beat the gay out of him. We're just trying to get this situation dealt with. He can go be gay. He just needs to be gay with somebody else.
Yes, with somebody who isn't a goddamn terrorist. And this is one thing that people complain about the Shadow Pokemon Lab, which is...
They're terrorists?
No, the fact that there's a severe lack of checkpoints.
Shadow Pokemon did 9/11. You heard it here first, folks.
Not that kind of checkpoint. You know damn well what I was talking about.
I know. I couldn't help myself.
By the way, that ends up applying to the Phazon Mines from Metroid Prime. Which, by the way, Which, by the way, in Metroid Prime, the penultimate dungeon in that game is the Phazon Mines, and when you go through that area, essentially, there are scarcely any save points, and throughout, and it's just, oy. Hi, Swablu, and hello, Fortress. Yes, Fortress is a shadow Pokemon, as I've said before. It's an interesting one. It's a big fucking wall, but that's about it. I mean, what else am I supposed to say about it? It's a big... It can take hits. Not really confident on it dishing out pain. I mean, granted, it couldn't take that. Ow. Let's... No, I won't do this. Let's try an Ultra Ball right now. And take out the Zubat.
Should I talk about the next topic?
Sure, go ahead.
So, there are reports that both Doom Patrol and Titans have been canceled. This has not been fully confirmed yet, but the same report is saying that the sequel to the Batman has also not been greenlit yet.
And the thing about the Batman is that there's something else going on there, but I can totally see that, like, the Titan show is fuck awful. Doom Patrol is alright. Titans is goddamn bullshit.
Did you see how the original, well, not like the episode wasn't leaked itself, the original finale stuff was leaked, and it was going to have Doom Patrol, it was going to have Nightwing at the end of the season instead of dragging it out for 2 seasons, and they just scrapped the entire thing.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Because Warner Brothers are allergic to good ideas.
Like, that would have been like
You put a good idea.
That would have been a good finale, and they just threw it away.
Ben, and you put a good idea in front of WB's face, and they're just gonna sneeze and then break into hives.
Yeah, true. Well, the Batman's interesting because I thought a sequel was greenlit, but
apparently it was greenlit under the previous regime, but not fully set into production. Like they had what I'll bet you happened. Yeah, the old regime said, "Oh yeah, this is happening," and that was as far as they went. And once the new guys got into power, they were like, "Well, this really wasn't as popular as we were hoping it would be," you know.
Yeah, because Warner Brothers sabotaged the movie. I hope you remember that they announced it was coming to HBO Max.
Yeah.
A few days before its second fucking hit, guys. are people who will wait for it to go on streaming instead of paying the extra money for it in theaters. Why would you sabotage your own fucking film?
Gabriel SSDO says, I am Brazilian. Sponge Crab says hi. Sonic the Bad Gamer says cool. I show speed. I'm gonna give you a gonna have to give you a timeout because you're spamming.
You're going to a timeout, mister.
Oh, Ben.
Yes.
Yo, you know Cole, you gay Cole.
Since we're talking about Batman, should we transition that to the big topic tonight?
Yes, Batman games.
Which is what exactly?
Explain that.
Okay, well, basically, you might actually be able to describe this better than me because I haven't been entirely keeping up with it. But basically, the accusation is that the Batman script was plagiarized. That Matt Reeves pulled the Wachowskis and raided the Warner Brothers archives for a script to put his name on.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so Briss Waz made 2 videos documenting how he believes the script was plagiarized and showed the original script versus the Batman script. And if it's true, and if he's able to find like the original draft he originally made in the 90s, yeah,
I think he did. And he basically, I think he found it, and it pretty well details the fact that the Riddler plot was basically stolen from the movie. Granted, I haven't had a chance to check it out.
Oh,
because
goody.
I work all day. Hey, but basically, the accusation is, and I guess it's, I already knew that they were stealing from Darren Aronofsky from his rejected concepts for a Frank Miller written Batman Begins movie. But why is there an infinite pit here?
But yeah, so basically, Chris is accusing Matt Reeves of Warner Brothers of stealing it. He doesn't want to take him to court.
Why does that
because
Grovile? Why is that Grovile still a Grovile?
Why does he want to take him to court, Ben?
He doesn't want to take him to court because it's too much money, and it's Warner Brothers, so they have like an infinite stockpile to sue him back with.
He should put together a GoFundMe or something.
Yes.
He does have a GoFundMe, basically, he just wants credit, and that's it. They credit and pay, and that's basically it. He's hoping that the backlash will force him to give him credit.
Credit might be difficult because that would involve like a mandatory or voluntary recall of all existing copies of the Batman.
Yep.
Yeah, that seems to be the issue, but he's also reported it to the FBI, who handles IP fraud and such. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe FBI will see this as a good money opportunity. It's like, ooh, we can get some money out of Warner for this.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, by the way, Alex, X8 in a Shadow Ariados has entered my presence.
I do want to say, if this is true, and it is
Okay.
peaceful, and there's a lot of evidence to support that it was, would it convince Discovery to not go on with the second film?
Assuming, I don't want to say outright that it's definitely plagiarized, but I'm saying it's kind of leaning in that direction, and honestly, like, if that is the case, this is gonna be a lot of fucking bad press for the Batman 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Because it's going to press down whether or not the script is legit, and if they're taking it.
Because you've got the bad press of they stole Ben Affleck's movie out from under him, and they stole his name and his release date, and then they postponed it, and then all that other shit. They stole the name of the film and all that stuff up and muscled him out of the role, all to get a younger actor involved. Then they got, then they had, oh, this is clearly inspired by the rejected Aronofsky-Miller script. And, like, what the fuck is up with that, guys? Because, oh, I thought you rejected that script like 20 years ago. Oh, and then you have this. And there's a lot of controversy around Batman anyways, because there's there's quite a bit of plagiarism that's gone on in Batman history already, and Warner Brothers was under quite a bit of heat for not crediting Bill Finger for the co-creation of Batman. Some of the original Batman stories were wholesale stolen and from other comics, including but not limited to The Shadow, Zorro. I believe there was some overlap with the Phantom and things like that at some point in time. It's crazy. So Warner Brothers is kind of like, Batman's too popular to get canceled permanently over something like this. It's like Batman has stuck around through multiple iterations, and like you're not gonna cancel The Dark Knight based on this, but there are.
Bless you.
Let's do.
You're probably gonna see. They're probably gonna see this as an opportunity to step in and put Ben Affleck back in the director's chair, because he at least has like classic Batman ideas in mind, and not just not outright plagiarism,
Yep.
He wants to do that Deathstroke versus Batman. Which sounds
God,
like a great
that
idea.
sounds fucking great.
It would print money.
It would. What's going to be interesting is that they want Discovery does want Affleck back, 100% without a doubt. They don't seem to give a shit about Patterson because all the HBO advertising right now has Batfleck, not Patterson, Batfleck. So it's going to be interesting if they keep the Batman going or not, because they might look at the Batman 2 and its spin-offs and say, we don't need you, goodbye. Or they might just say, we'll keep you in our DCEU multiverse thing, and that's it. It's hard to say.
They could very well keep them in the greater multiverse, but who knows at this point.
Yeah, it's hard to say, because they might look
Like
at
DC, one of DC's many problems is they will reboot at the drop of a fucking hat.
Yeah. Even Marvel has more restraint, and that's not
There's Emil's last party member in his Pokemon Colosseum playthrough, Granbull, who is a normal type until Generation 6, which he becomes a fairy type. A Dragon Slayer puppy dog, if you will. I'm not kidding about that. And that's actually a thing that happened. You want to know what's an interesting evolutionary cycle for a Pokemon?
What's the checkpoint before the fucking boss saga?
Oh, you're at the final boss already?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, not the final boss, but like Metallic Madness's boss.
that is the final boss of the game.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the game was that short.
What game are you playing?
Sonic CD.
Sonic CD.
Yeah, that game's short.
Which is weird because it's on, like, the fucking Sega CD could hold way more than this.
I think most of the assets in that game go straight to the animated cutscenes.
Huh.
Because I think that was their like big selling point. I love Granbull's animation, and when he gets hit, it's like it's jaw just sticks right, just like it's a very cartoonish Looney Tunes like animation. You'll see it. And when the
Speaking of
stream
animation, Disney's getting fucked this quarter.
I
Good.
can't imagine
I hope
why.
they're doing it without lube.
So, for context, Disney had their financial call at the end of the quarter last week, I believe it was, and they basically flat out said that they failed to meet their the profit margins they were expecting that quarter. And a few days later, they announced that Disney Plus will be getting a price increase, and that Disney Plus Basic will have ads in it.
Yeah, that's stupid. That is the stupidest fucking thing. And this is why you buy fucking DVDs and Blu-rays, guys.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to tell my aunt about this, and she has a Disney Plus account.
Yeah, I need to tell Ryan. So basically, Disney's raising prices because they're losing could be millions and millions of dollars, which is good. Fuck you, Disney.
Anything to make the mouse squirm.
Yeah, as long as Kingdom Hearts keeps getting made, I don't care what happens to Disney. They can burn for all I can care.
DNA analyzer, or the DNA sample was that of Quilava. What do you mean I can't be
Amy,
used right
get
now?
away, Amy! We're vibrating! Oh, wow.
The DNA sample was
this
that of
cutscene
Crocodile.
looks crunchy.
Crunchy.
That
Oh,
is really fucking crunchy. Holy shit. Why is the volume all the way up? I can't hear shit.
oh, and by the way, Alex, now that you've beaten Sonic CD, guess what's next?
Sonic 3 and Knuckles?
Yes, S3 and K.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what are outsiders doing here. A researcher named Kotan would like to battle. Aww, you think you matter when you have electric types while I have my Quagsire out. Someone's getting fucked tonight, and it ain't gonna be me.
Why is the new FMV that's rendered on top of the original, why is that, holy shit, why is the volume going up, guys?
Oh, that's foreshadowing the boss's strategy. Rain Dance into
Funny
Thunder.
thing is, I have beaten all of the other Sonic games from this era several times, except for this one.
That'd explain a few things.
Running faster.
Oh, it's a good thing my Umbreon is beefy. And goodbye, Mehcast.
Excuse me.
What were you...
I did post something somewhat newsworthy. Or that I'm like, yeah, I know Alex doesn't like the guy, but I feel like we should.
Yeah,
address it.
we'll get to that once I stop having my ears bleeding. As soon as I am able to not have my ears getting torn off by the volume that I apparently just can't fucking control. We'll talk
Here's the
about
topic. I forgot to mention this during the THQ stuff, but they announced a new AEW Fight Forever game, which is inspired by the classic WWE games they released many years ago.
Now you're stuck.
Also,
There's no
CM
escaping
Punk.
the lab for you. Yes there is. I just gotta walk out the way I came.
AEW members are escaping the lab. The lab, run for your lives.
Yes! This is the shadow Pokemon I was looking for. Vibrava!
We've got an FMV. I'll try again. Yeah. I'm not gonna try again.
You don't want to get the good ending with the time stones?
No, why?
Anyway,
I mean, I
Vibrava
would, but like,
is a ground dragon type with the ability of levitate, which is actually quite useful if you have a Pokemon that knows Earthquake and you want to pair it up with something. Boosh! And just like that, Kadabra is dead.
cutscenes looked less crunchy on the GameCube.
Somehow. Oh, hi, Swellow. Guess what generation Swellow and Vibrava are from?
I'm crazy.
They're from Generation 3. Oh, and unlike my Altaria, Vibrava actually knows a Dragon-type move
Okay,
right
now
off the bat.
I'm watching the good ending on YouTube, and it's basically just the same, but with more animation clips.
Oh, Vibrava fell asleep.
And then there's like some stars raining down from the sky, and the flowers come up and all that. You're too cool. Yeah, I lamed out on this one. I know.
So are you gonna make up for it with Sonic 3 and Knuckles by getting all of the Super Emeralds?
You fucking bet.
All right, good. Oh, thank God I didn't kill it. I need this dragonfly alive. You know, I once had an oddball pun unnamed for Vibrava and Flygon, which by the way, Flygon is its third evolutionary stage. I named it Ylfnogard. Take a while, guess what that is spelled backwards.
Huh.
It's Dragonfly.
Cool.
Oh, hi, Kecleon.
Kecleon.
Which, by the way, Alex, Kecleon in the anime was first seen in that one Pikachu. Oh, short. The one where they play hide and seek and then they got chased by a lawnmower. I'm not kidding.
Please, dog, bye. I'm setting up the other game.
Land.
Hey, Kevin, guess what my hold image is?
What? What is it? Come on! Really?
Like I said, please hot dog bye.
I should have seen that coming. So, Ben, do you know anything about Kecleon? Kecleon?
Kecleon?
Do you know what generation Kecleon is from?
No.
Generation 3.
Okay.
How do you not know this? You're not as much of a Gen 1er as Alex is.
I mean, I just don't remember names. Like, I don't have every single Pokemon memorized in my brain. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Good lord, man. So anyway, we're gonna prove this guy wrong by leaving the laboratory. While this alarm tells us that there is an alarm ringing, very astute listeners will notice that the alarm is ringing. Because this is in no way annoying at all.
Phone's ringing. Is that my mother on the phone?
Oh, Better Call Saul has ended tonight.
Neat.
I hear they're planning on making a spin-off series called Breaking Bad, starring the guy who played the giant, starring the guy who played the giant floating head in Power Rangers.
The guy who played the weird Walter White character, that's really weird. He was only in like 3 scenes and they're giving him all a spin-off?
Yeah.
It's weird. Weird shit, man. That's like if you gave Goofy from Kingdom Hearts a spin-off. I mean, he's a good character, but for a whole spin-off, I don't know.
I mean,
here
Goofy.
is my save file. And now here is my new save file.
I'm surprised that I caught Vibrava in a Pokeball of all things. And now, to waste even more time, we're gonna purify this Vibrava and replace my Altaria. So
Now, those of you watching at home for the first time will notice there has been a giant graphical upgrade.
Here's a next topic. Crunchyroll has fired a French voice actor for participating in a fan dub of sorts.
Go fuck yourself,
yourselves.
Crunchyroll.
I know some people are saying that Boy was the one who made the call and they're throwing Crunchyroll under the busboard, but honestly, both Crunchyroll is such a company
this
that
is a
it would
nice.
be surprising if it was them.
This is a nice item to have. Even if you don't like Vibrava and you want to stick with Altaria, you'll still get Dragon Fang out of it. That's neat.
What else happened? No, next topic, since we don't have much to say on the last one.
I will say no. So, like, Crunchy,
Funchiplex.
Punchy Stuffgaplex has no legs to stand on in terms of this because Crunchyroll used to be a pirate website, and Funimation has
No, not just a pirate website. They charge people monthly to watch.
Yeah, a subscription-based pirate website, no less.
The worst kind of pirating website.
They're the worst kind of worst kind.
Yeah.
No one's gonna get that.
No, I get it. Next topic, HBO Max's Constantine series, preparing to film in early 2023. I'll say this, if it doesn't have Matt Ryan, I have zero interest.
I don't care. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
If Matt Ryan's not Constantine, I don't want any part of it.
I genuinely have zero interest. If he's in it, I'll fucking watch it. Day one, I'll watch it. If he's not, I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist and move on. I don't care if it's good. If you're not gonna bring Matt Ryan into this, I have no interest.
He is the definitive Constantine, and like, fucking everybody acknowledges this. Because he was such a definitive Constantine, and they brought him into the fucking
Animated movies.
They gave him 2. And granted, they weren't that great.
Well, 3 actually, but yeah.
Okay, we're not counting Justice League Dark
No.
as a solo film.
No. I'm talking. No, wait, yeah, you're right. Never mind. Oh, hi, Machoke, whose N64 model looks jarring compared to everybody else's models. Even the Johto N64 models look better than in Pokemon Stadium ones.
Now this is a new This is a new thing here. Oh, fuck, I fucked up.
What, the spheres?
No, the fact that, the game is seamless.
Were you able to get a Chaos Emerald?
The game continues from one
Act to another?
from one act to another completely seamlessly. It's first for the series.
Have you gotten a Chaos Emerald?
No,
How have you not?
I forgot to go looking for the first one, and then I wound up at the fire stage and realized I needed to reset.
Ugh. Ugh. From Ugnog. Kale says he's learned how tough we are, or it's a full body experience. I'm like... George Takei, would you do your thing? Oh my. Thank you.
I'm trying to think of what else to talk about.
I got to do the save state.
Oh, Canada.
Blame Canada.
Many severely ill patients in Canada, their healthcare, have found themselves effectively forced to quote, voluntary euthanasia by healthcare costs or even hospitals refusing to treat them. Euthanasia is not the sixth leading cause of death in Canada.
Gee, I wonder why.
They really need to stop pissing off all of those Oriental children.
Quack.
Oh, free healthcare's great, guys, he says while getting euthanized.
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Oh my god,
Slam's
are
not
you
a...
guys planning to play on Xenoverse 3?
No.
One of these days I will get Xenoverse 3,
There's
but I don't
one-
have it, so...
There's a part of the ending I want to talk about because it's a fun little shit.
Which is...
Do you mind, Doug?
No, I want to play that game someday.
Okay, so I should, you don't want me to say anything?
No, I don't.
Ugh.
Okay, I won't say anything. Sorry, Kevin, we have to wait. It's just, you're gonna love it though. If you played, one of the previous games, I won't say what, you'll get a fucking kick out of it.
By the way, guys, I want you to know something.
What's up?
There is a violator of personal space sitting right next to me.
Doggy?
Yes, she's a big girl. She's a sweet girl. She will want to lick you. Would that be something you'd mind? So you wouldn't mind being licked in the face by a pit bull?
I've been licked in the face by dogs before.
But by a pit bull?
Ah!
What, did you fail?
Yeah, I have been.
Failure?
I've also been a failure before. That's nothing new to me.
So Alex,
Yes.
based on now I have to wonder what do you think? Have you been able to read any of the stuff that I've finished up on my Google Docs?
Sadly, no. I've been
Busy.
I've been working on a movie. I've been doing 1,000 other stuff. I've got a commission I got to finish. I've got another commission I have to start.
Oh boy.
I have to start working on the X-Men. I have to publish the X-Men First Class stuff that I've written. I have Ava, and I gotta finish part 2 of Ava, which is almost done. I just have to do like a final pass on the audio and make sure all of the stuff is in the right spot.
And the cicadas are not making loud noises over everything.
Yeah, Steve Carell and them are making loud noises at each other.
So I'm just gonna go through the dual square air again just to
What a
grind.
fucking bing! There we go.
You finally made it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
and by the way, the story that I've been pitching to you about Connor's adventures with the Legion, that's going to be in our Reign of the Supermen Google Docs.
Okay.
So, if you want to read more on that, you'll have to go. Oh, you have to scroll through that.
Hey, you mind if I start the next topic?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, Snapcube's real-time fandom goes to hell. Shout the Hedgehog has officially finished its editing and it's fully done.
Hold on.
According to Penny Parker. So it's going to be a solid hour.
Neat.
Pretty long.
Again, some oddball questions here.
You have questions in the chat?
Some very oddball ones. Where did he?
Anything worth addressing?
I'm so bored. Bored ass. Give me a sec. I'm gonna. No, nothing that seems to be worth addressing. I'm so bored asks, where did he touch you? Yes or no? Oh, did you get molested? I'm like, the fuck are you on about?
Just fucking ban anybody who says shit like that, honestly.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Boardman, I have some unfortunate news for you.
You're now banned, man?
Yes. For saying stupid things like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to enact
A ban hammer?
Yes. I'm gonna have to enact or
Haha.
disinformation. Block. Or misinformation.
Oh, the new Dragon Ball movie comes out this Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going to see that out with a friend of mine.
This Thursday.
Let me know if
I'm
it
gonna
looks
skip-
green.
It's probably not gonna look green.
It's probably not gonna look green in theaters, but then the Blu-ray will make it look green. Why did the Blu-ray make it look green? Funimation.
Funimation are fucking idiots. Also, Toei are also fucking idiots.
Yes, Toei are idiots. For various reasons, including them getting hacked.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. How's Vibrava? Oh. Alright, I'll bring you out on the battlefield. Let's see how things go. Pikachu!
Fuck.
I swear, or even if the N64 models don't look too good, I do like the personality and animation in a lot of the stuff up in this game. Wouldn't you agree, Alex?
Looks pretty good. Oh yeah, Yngwie Malmsteen calls out tone-deaf people who label his shredding soulless, claims he's never had a bad live show. To which I say, yeah, except for all of the live shows you sang at, Yngwie. This is reason number 5,274,798,999 when Yngwie Malmsteen needs to shut the fuck up. Yes, I understand that I pulled absolute nonsense out of my ass, but, you know.
You outperformed me.
Huh. So how did that make you feel, oh Miss Performer?
Your older sister suggested we discuss Andrew Tate,
Yes, she did.
who is a former MMA fighter with a really, quite frankly, nothing record in both professional and amateur MMA, and some sort of alpha male guru coach thing who's been arrested for doing something. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I just remember that the last alpha male coach I heard about was Jack Murphy, and Jack Murphy, he is a cuck who likes to shove plastic things up his butt, so, you know. You know, just don't follow quote-unquote alpha male YouTubers or influencers online. Just go to a fucking gym and learn how to, you know, learn how to be tough by yourself.
Gonna be going to the Colosseum, take on some folks.
Bada fucking boom. Orange Chaos Emerald, bitches. Or yellow on the screen with the... Andrew Tate also got permabanned from Twitter twice and is on the run from the law.
What the fuck?
Yeah. MetalInjection.net reports that that a vinyl manufacturer is in trouble after selling digital recordings advertised as authentic analog pressings. It's Mobile Fidelity is the company, and apparently they were selling digital recordings of albums as original analog to analog pressings. And you know, I just have to say, this is a problem that you only have when you have a bunch of hipsters buying shitty vinyl records to fill up their shelves, rather than getting like sensibly proportioned CDs. And I would love to see somebody actually try and show me what the differences are between an analog to analog transfer and a digital to analog transfer of something like this. Because the vinyl record effect is basically just that. It's just an effect. It's like you got a little bit of extra audio depth to work with. Like you've got 48 versus 44.1 or whatever the hell it was, or 44.1, I think. It doesn't matter, 41.5 or whatever the hell. It's CD quality audio. Oh, and part of the screen's cut off.
And now we've got Battle 2.
Alex is OCDing about where the screen goes on the canvas. Yeah, basically, you know, it's a problem of like vinyl records are a thing of the past. They should have stayed a thing of the past, and they've been brought back, and now you're getting digital to analog transfers, which everybody already knew was happening anyways. They're advertising these things as authentic vinyl pressings, but like, I challenge you to show me how these things are like tangibly fucking different.
They won't.
Yeah.
That I'm confident in.
Winning game. Start the platforms. Rock cutting a wall. Spin dash. Hit it.
You ever seen that one Solid JJ skit where Riddler challenges Batman to solve his riddles, and then Batman just pusses out and uses Google? and then the Riddler's like, "Have you just been Googling?"
I am using a walkthrough for this because I can't remember the exact location of all of these special stages.
That's perfectly fine. And besides, you only need to find 7 of them.
I like to get them out of the way early on, because that means you can focus on the game later on.
Yep, and then you gotta worry about the Super Emeralds in the NK section.
Moving platform above you.
So, based on my writing... So, is Damien and Terra still your favorite pairing of mine that I wrote?
Yes.
Even though I've done bits of BB and Ray?
I like them too. But that's, you know, this is... The Damien Terra thing is more original, so it's...
That's fair. I'm trying to get to the Colosseum area where I could learn Brick Break so I could give that to my Typhlosion. Why? Because I don't want Dig. Dig is a problem. You wanna know why it's a problem, Alex?
Why?
Because I have a Pokemon that knows Earthquake. And if it knows Earthquake, that means if I use Dig to damage a rock type, it'll take double damage from either Earthquake or Magnitude. Yes, this is a real thing I have to worry about in this game. Oh, and by the way, Alex, there is a way to get the Johto starters in XD Gale of Darkness, but you are going to hate how they're acquired. Would you like to know? Alex?
Oh, I want to know. Can you show me? Wow, that was really fucking easy.
Anyway... let me explain. So, the way to acquire any of the Johto starters in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is through completing the entirety of Mount Battle from 1 to 100 without switching any of your party members. I mean, sure, you could save in between, but save in between each time you get through 10 of these. But you can't, switch out your party members for something else. You have to have a set party for everything from 1 to 100. You gotta go through the whole thing without just taking it by section, and without starting from a later section, and you get a level 5 starter between either Chikorita, Cyndaquil, or Totodile that knows Frenzy Plant and Blast Burn and Hydro Cannon respectively. And you gotta do this 3 times to get all 3 starters. Kinda stupid, isn't it?
A little bit.
I'm surprised. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this 3 times in a row to get all 3 starters. Because this is not worth it. Oh, jeez, this made Grovyle more powerful.
Sorry, my call from my dad. I almost said a dad my call.
Drink more water. Really good advice.
He's seeing this movie called Fall yesterday, right? Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, like this movie where I guess it's this real life story where these chicks get stuck on this really high tower or something.
Huh.
I don't really know. I don't like heights, so I told him I didn't want to see it, and so he bribed me with this godly brisket. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, if you had his brisket, you'll do anything for it, man. It's good.
Yeah,
No, I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Yeah, good luck bribing me with a lot of things. It's gonna take quite a bit.
If you taste it, you'll say differently.
Yeah, good luck making me taste it.
I'll come over to your house. I'll
You
shove it
will-
down your throat and you'll fall.
Yeah,
and
you
say,
will.
"Yeah,
You will
pretty good."
literally have to kill me.
Yeah, good
I'll
luck
just-
getting.
You're still
Yeah, good luck finding out where I live.
in there.
Because all I have posted online is just the town. Nowhere else.
Is it 3609 9420 Road?
No. That would be hilarious.
I hit the button too many times.
And stuff occurred, I presume. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna need to get some colognes for this guy.
I found a box of Axe body spray at the discount store. Speaking of cologne, I didn't buy it. I just thought that was kind of funny.
You know, it's weird knowing that that back before Eric Stewart had voiced James, Ted Lewis was the one voicing him.
Huh.
In the first 7 episodes from Team Rocket's debut in the anime to I think a little before Cerulean City.
Yeah, early 4Kids dubs tended to do weird things with recasting the voice actors out of fucking nowhere.
I didn't even know they did that.
They did it with Tristan. Tristan changed voices a handful of episodes into the Duelist Kingdom arc.
Yeah, he changed from what was his face? He changed from Sam Riegel to Greg Abbey.
Yeah, and they never went back and redubbed the old episodes to have the new voice actor. So it just sounds really weird.
I could have sworn they had that for the uncut version.
Yeah, they did for the uncut, but the uncut lasted 3 DVDs and then got canceled because Funimation and 4Kids were not paying the guy who played Yugi in the Japanese version.
And royalties.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when 4Kids got the One Piece anime basically for free and tried to air it as a kids show?
Yeah.
What a time.
I'd like to see how 4Kids would have handled making it like later, you know?
They would have dropped it when they realized they couldn't, you know, tone it down. When they couldn't tone down the fact that part of Luffy's later motivation and for what he does is kind of based off the fact that he's trying to make up for losing Ace, which they renamed Trace for some stupid ass reason in the 4Kids dub.
Did they not know that Ace is like an actual name?
I don't know.
You mean like the Ace of Spades?
I was thinking more along the lines of Ace the Bat Hound, but yes.
You know, I don't know about you, but that Ace looks like it has a pretty big hole in it.
You want to know what the worst part is? That death could have been averted so hard. Like, they did not need to kill off Ace in that series. But of course, he had to take taunting. But of course, all it took was light taunting, and just to goad him into his demise. Because One Piece needed to show that it had more cojones than Bleach.
And ultimately it did.
And then nothing matters anymore. It did, and then it lost the cojones.
Nothing ever matters anymore.
And guess what, Alex? Bleach gained more cojones than One Piece in one arc.
Piece is apparently wrapping up soon.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, it is the next 5 years or so.
In
It's
Bleach,
its final arc now.
yeah, in Bleach's final arc, a lot of bodies drop, and they are quite a few important characters who die. Let the bodies hit the floor. 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 I couldn't resist that part.
Oh, my throat.
Okay. Well, since I had gotten a cologne case, that means I've got.
You know what I've been
On
wanting
that
to
one
do?
by accident. See here.
Well, what does it
Topics
mean?
list.
Ow.
According to a series of lawsuits, OnlyFans allegedly bribed Meta, aka Facebook employees, to put thousands of competitor site porn stars on terrorist watch lists.
What?
Yeah. I have a feeling there's going to be some kind of lawsuit incoming.
Yeah, that's not legal at all. What the
Question is, are they actually going to do anything about this, or is it going to be another situation where somebody talks a big game and then they give Zuckerberg a giant pass?
Nah, someone will probably use it as an argument to say porn is bad and get it banned or something. Yeah.
Wings of Redemption got banned indefinitely from Twitch on the 10th. Dragon Ball Fortnite collab was officially announced, and it's starting tomorrow.
I mentioned this, and you guys dodged that topic faster than the people who dodged
Oh,
bullets. in Fortnite.
earlier?
Yes. You
Oh,
guys
no, I
ran
didn't
from that
hear it.
topic.
Was that when the Sonic CD was wrapping up?
It might have been beforehand, but I don't remember.
So we're just gonna pretend that failure didn't happen, Alex.
Yeah, that's what the load state button is for.
You have failed this city.
I will walk 1,000 miles, and I will walk 1,000.
Why is that song in your head?
Because he's watched that. Because he watched that one clip of Family Guy too much.
Fuck.
Failed again.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this were Sonic Origins, you would just have to use tokens to retry.
How easy is it to get tokens?
Pretty easy.
By murdering a man.
Yeah, killing a man ain't hard. Point the gun and pull the trigger, bang.
It's sparing.
I don't think you're supposed
That's
to
a
say that, Dun.
That's a misquote from Silent Hill 2.
I'm gonna download all the One Piece episodes.
No, don't do that.
Too late.
Get the manga.
I don't have money for the manga.
Yes, you
Download
do.
all of the manga then.
I don't know where.
Ben is crying, Alex. We need to do something.
You know where. I've shown you where.
No, I actually don't know.
See here. Oh yeah, the Alfred show that I didn't know was still going, Pennyworth, has been given a new subtitle. Pennyworth, the origin of Alfred's butler, or Batman's butler. Fuck.
You know, Teen Titans Go actually joked about this.
Yeah. And I said, rejected titles include Batman's Butler Begins, Alfred's Secret Origins, and we're still not allowed to use Batman on TV.
That's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
See, also, we can't believe it's
How
not
did you
Batman.
regain 0 experience points? That's bullshit.
I can't believe it's not Batman. Series, like,
Is it
I think
not
one
holding-
of, like, 6, I think. Because there was Birds of Prey, Gotham, let's see, there was Birds of Prey, Gotham, Pennyworth, Arrow, which went back and forth between actually being a Green Arrow show and being the Batman knockoff.
And also between...
And also between being good and being shitty political screed written by somebody who knows nothing about guns or superheroes.
As we've seen from that one episode.
Yeah. Spectre of the Gun, one of the worst episodes of TV ever written. Not the Star Trek episode. The Star Trek episode was alright.
Here's something interesting. Looks like the title screen for Xenoblade 3's expansion pack was leaked.
Okay.
Should I?
Oh
Post
yeah,
it,
no, there was
or-
Gotham
I don't know if
Knights.
this- I don't know if this is spoilerly or not.
Shitty. Oh, Gotham Knights and Batwoman. I almost forgot about Batwoman.
Didn't we all forget about that show?
Everybody wants to forget about that show, whether they will admit to it or not. Except for Mauler and the gang. Mauler and the gang have fond memories of watching the show and ragging on it endlessly.
Hey, Alex, you know what we could brag on?
Gotham Knights when it comes out?
No.
I want to do it, though.
No. We got a better...
What's your suggestion?
We got a better Whipping
Are we
Boy
sure
in
about
animation.
this? Just handfuls?
Gotham Knights is one of those things where it's probably going to be canceled, but they already did a reveal trailer for it, so...
By the way, I suggested our Whipping Boy be Young Justice.
Young Justice we could probably knock a couple episodes out of the park on, but,
Well, I mean, we gotta... you guys gotta go through the first 4 seasons of this. Oh, God. I hate forcing that onto people, but... if the season 5 gets announced and we're gonna make it our Whipping Boy, we're definitely gonna have to go through those seasons again.
the things I was going to suggest is that maybe we could watch an episode or 2 of Titans later on.
No.
But it is a very bad show.
No. We don't even need to give our input on that.
Fuck.
Can we watch Doom Patrol instead?
By the way,
It still has some stupid stuff in it, but it's still like a decently written show.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
so guys,
Oh yeah, they canceled the fucking Swamp Thing show. I never heard if that was any good or not, but
I heard the Thing show was fantastic, but they cut it short for like 4 episodes.
oh, fucking course they did.
Yeah, so the one good show they had, they just scrapped.
because they wanted more fuck Batman.
Does Titans technically count as an I can't believe it's not Batman?
Maybe.
Yes. Oh, by the way, one actor from the Paul W.S. Anderson Resident Evil movies plays Bruce Wayne in that show.
Is it one of the guys from the DCAMU?
No, it's not Jason O'Mara.
That would have been too sensible. I know it's not Wentworth Miller.
Nope, it's not him either.
Who is it?
It's the guy who played Isaac in the Resident Evil movies.
Huh.
Ow. I got punched by a Metatite, who is now confused me. Crumb is confused. Crumb hit itself in the face. Yep, there goes Rhyhorn. Alex, how much bullshit would you say Rhyhorn beating Jolteon with a Thunderbolt was?
Lots.
Maximum bullshit, would you say?
Maximum bullshit.
Not quite.
But close enough.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
You know, I feel like pit bulls have quite the personality when it comes to their ears.
They do.
They do have stiff ears.
It's like,
Most of them have stiff ears, right?
no.
Oh.
That's only if you crop them.
Oh, see,
It's always necessary in this game to have the standoff pose, like we're in a Western flick. Quagsire. Okay, hey Alex, explain to Ben and what I mean by maximum levels of bullshit for that scenario. Oh, that I mentioned.
don't remember. Is that a quote from something we did?
No. In Pokemon Origins, Giovanni had a riot horn that was curb stomping Red's team, including his Jolteon with a Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah. There was also that weird-ass parallel between Red and,
The boss
Giovanni.
man. I kind of liked it. It was like one of those, it's weird, but I kind of like it.
Yeah. So the assassination, the person who tried to assassinate Brett Kavanaugh said he was a sissy slave and trans gamer girl named Sophie. In online posts, it asked how to take out, quote-unquote, high-value targets.
What?
I don't even fucking know.
What?
So yeah. So getting back a bit. Ben, do you remember what I bribed what I had to tell Alex to do in order to get me to watch a cut of a 2003 or 2017 movie that it doesn't exist?
How can you watch it if it doesn't exist?
I fell for the coup of the century. I fell for the murkiest scam. All my meticulous planning, my tenacity spanning,
Decades of denial.
but, you know, it was decades of denial of something I wanted to do. And maybe, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna stop this riff. I'm gonna clip that riff out of the end of our last stream and put that in on this. Not on this, but like before we do Justice League.
Are we watching that Wednesday?
Yes.
Not this Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Hang on, I gotta do something. I'll be right back.
Land, 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 How do you feel about my impression of the Monty Python on intermission theme?
Pretty good.
Use Psychic. Oh, come on. How did that not kill the Quagsire? Sludge Bomb? Come on. In what universe would it make sense for a Quagsire to know Sludge Bomb?
This one?
No.
Man, you're bombing where I used to be instead of where I'm going to be.
Ooh! Quagsire goes down. going down. Ooh, Shelgon. A
That
Shelgon.
man killed me.
How did he kill you?
I was on the bridge.
It's super effective. Ooh, Shelgon's paralyzed. Maybe it can't move.
Oh yeah, AEW Fight Forever has a reveal trailer at the THQ Digital Showcase that we forgot to mention earlier.
Neat.
It looks alright. Looks like a PS3 game, but, you know, it's... could be
Don't-
worse.
Don't a lot of those look like PS2 games?
Oh, this is a PS3 game, but yeah. Oh, this is like... Granted, it is like a budget title for an indie promotion, so I understand and why it doesn't look like AAA top of the line. But then again, you know, WWE games rarely, if ever, look AAA top of the line anyways. We had horse-faced Booker T for goddamn years.
A Booker T!
Half the fucking wrestlers don't look like they're supposed to in the goddamn game.
Oh no. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Light Rod, get in there. Well, it's a good thing I packed a bunch of revives. Oh no, that hurts so much.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, wait, now, here we go, here we go,
Oh,
here we go.
Tails is about to die, I think. Yeah, Tails died of not enough oxygen, and then he respawned because sidekicks are invincible.
No, you mean in ba-na-na, Whee! Okay, I'm back. Hey, Ben?
I'm in Hydrocity Zone, or Hydro City Zone.
Yeah, it's Hydro City in this game, and then in Sonic Mania, it's Hydrocity for some reason. I will never understand that decision. Never, I tell ya. Yay! I did it!
Presumably somebody forgot to tell Taxman. Or Taxman just looked at the spelling on the page and forgot. Had rings, kinda.
Sorta.
Johnny Young Bosch was in a car accident where somebody creamed his fucking vehicle.
Yeah.
Apparently they were texting and driving. He's alright, but, the vehicle
Car
is
is
fucking
not.
trashed.
Yeah, I saw that. Holy shit. This guy's Pokemon, his pride and joy, will pound us into oblivion.
Oh, here's something I want to talk about. So, Brady's the creator of Breaking Bad. He has pitched a GTA style Breaking Bad game to AMC.
Actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
I would imagine if it was like a one-to-one retelling of like the original. Like, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Being able to play that. I don't know
I'd
how
be
it
down
would
for
work,
that.
but yeah, I would play that.
Probably work out better than the fucking Godfather game did.
Oh yeah, that was a thing. I heard the soundtrack to that was pretty good though.
The Godfather game wasn't bad, but it was kind of unfinished.
Right. By
And
the
the
way,
Sopranos game, the Sopranos game kind of sucked.
There was a Sopranos game.
Yeah. There was also a Scarface game.
You know, funnily enough, the only reason I knew that there was a Scarface game was because DSP rage quit that at a couple years back.
Yeah.
Rage
question.
quit.
Did you guys see the original Predator face in the new Prey movie?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that. That was insane.
That's some good suit design, and they fucked it up in the movie.
Of course.
Like that shit looks good.
No, it's like the prequel to the Thing. They had a really good on-set suit for the monster, and then they CGI'd over it, and it looks like shit.
They did the same in one of the Peter Jackson films, The Giant.
But what now?
Oh yeah, in Peter Jackson, there's this, in one of the movies, I think it was the second one, there was this giant character.
No, that was, now that would have been, you're thinking of Return of the King with the giant ogre.
No, I can't be.
No, I think it might be The Hobbit.
No, wait, not Peter Jackson. What was that movie called?
Percy Jackson.
Percy Jackson. Yeah, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Those films were full of garbage.
Yep. First of
No
all,
disagreement there.
and first of all, they ended up aging up the protagonist by a whole 5 years. Because if I recall
I
correctly,
had an opportunity to audition for the second film to play the Cyclops character, and as a fan of the books, I said no. Like, I wasn't gonna.
Kickstart your
I wasn't-
career, though.
I didn't want to do that, man.
You have standards, right?
Professionals have standards.
Yes, the sniper boys.
so Alex,
Yeah.
what would you say is one thing I do unique for Beast Boy and Raven as opposed to other writers?
Well, you make them insufferably sweet without them being insufferable about it.
You know, there was once a fanfic where Raven just gets mad at a bunch of people and is like, I have a boyfriend, so deal with it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's dumb. Whoever wrote this is stupid. And the person
He has
who...
a big green boyfriend, and he's gonna come here and beat you up.
Well, Raven is technically more powerful than he is. Zap Cannon?
What's I gotta talk about?
you. And I look up the power set of Raven's half siblings, the Sons of Trigon, and I'm just like, no, these are dumb. These are all basically the same, only swap out such and such for such and such. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be more to it. Kind of why I'm borrowing some influences from both Bleach and Fullmetal Alchemist with that. If that makes any sense to you. Oh, Vibraba's evolving into my favorite dragon type of all time.
Commander?
Nope. Flygon.
Flygon the Terrible.
I
Voiced
love...
by Johnny Young Bosch.
You know, I would actually be tempted to have Johnny Young Bosch just do Pokemon noises for this thing. He has voiced a Mon before in Digimon Fusion. I'm not kidding about that. Look it up.
Digimon is fucking weird.
Yeah, but it's the weird that...
Digimon.
Nope. Enough of that.
Hey Digimon, hey Digimon.
No! No. None of that. Shame on both of you.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test.
So,
Train them is my car.
So Alex, after you finish Pokemon Crystal, you're gonna go straight into Gen 1, right?
Assuming I go back to Pokemon, yes. I might go and do... I need to get back to trying to beat Spider-Man.
Spooderman?
Why is Kevin shaming you guys?
I don't know, Mason.
Because we were singing the localized version of the Digimon themes.
Never do that.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Because seriously, the localized...
To train them is my car. I'll travel across the land, searching far and wide. Teach Digimon to understand Pokemon's better than them.
No. Because here's the thing, Digimon, unlike Pokemon, has actual creativity behind it. And guess what? The Digimon protagonist doesn't stay the same every goddamn season.
Blue Tiger said I have Flygon. Debach said to continue, bro. Debach said, huh. I don't know what that was in relation to, but yeah. Ah.
Wasn't it different canon after Adventure 2, though?
Yeah, it was always a different canon after Adventure 2, but at the very least they changed the protagonist every season.
Oh yeah.
I get that, but it confused the hell out of me as a kid after Digimon Adventure 2 ended. I was like, what the fuck?
Funnily,
Let's talk about the Guilty Gear wiki, because apparently there's some issues with that now. Ben, are you here?
Yeah, I didn't catch that last part though.
The Digimon wiki, not the Digimon, the Guilty Gear wiki.
I was about to say, they've locked it for Bridget.
Oh, Guilty
Yeah.
Gear. You mean Guilty Gear, not Digimon.
That's what
Yes,
he
that's
said.
what I just said. I
Maybe
corrected
I'm just
myself.
brain dead.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water.
Goodbye, Ampharos.
Oh, is Stun still here?
Yeah, he's still here. It's just he's getting a drink of water.
Yeah, I muted my mic so I could get a drink of water.
So, I guess this just happened. Ezra Miller has, quote unquote, apologized to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behavior. Going through a time of intense crisis, I now understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues and have
Oh,
begun
God.
going treatment. Yeah, this is today. Yeah, this is new. This is
Yeah,
a lot of
bullshit,
new
bro.
stuff.
Bullshit, bro.
The world's smallest violin. This is serious.
Who wants to bet that Discovery told him to do this?
I don't think there's any worth in betting on it if they have to have.
Didn't he murder
It's-
people
It's
recently?
how much time working on that fucking Flash movie? Like they can't just
Probably
They can't-
at least 8 years.
yeah. Like I distinctly remember after the second time they lost a director, sending Warner Brothers a tweet saying, "Hey, look, guys, I will direct this fucking movie if it means that we can get this shit out on time." And obviously that didn't happen.
Can we just ditch the Flash altogether and get the Blue Beetle movie instead? Because that looks more promising. Plus, it
Well,
doesn't
see,
star.
the problem is that at the time the Flash movie was announced, the Flash was really fucking big on TV, and I think they were hoping on like banking off of some of the CW's popularity there. But now the CW show is ending and has completely
Finally.
soiled its copybook by turning into Power Rangers but worse, which is really saying something considering the state of Power Rangers after Disney sold it.
What happened to Power Rangers after Disney sold it?
It got bought by Saban, the guy who originally created it, and he proceeded to run it into the fucking ground.
The guy who created it ran into the ground and proceeded.
Yeah, and then Hasbro bought it and treated it poorly. We're still trying to get them to release Beast Wars, well, Beast Morphers, and like not just skip past Ocuger. Like Ben, do you like trains?
I like trains.
See, I knew you'd get that reference. We seriously need to have the train show in fucking Power Rangers, because Tokuger is fucking great, the characters are fucking great, and you don't need to change a whole lot. Just
Now,
have to go about fucking
hold on
trains.
one second. I'd love to see a Power
I-
Rangers train show as long as we get the Thomas the Tank crossover.
Hasbro owns both of them. We can do this.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that they need to adapt Tokuger because I totally want to play the Orange Ranger or anything. I'm definitely not saying it's solely because I want a chance to play the Orange Ranger.
I just want my Thomas Power Rangers.
No shit, no wait. I was probably children. Because they're like that people staying with Ezra Miller are missing.
I don't know that they're still missing, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Didn't Ezra Miller recently murder some people?
I don't think so. At this point, I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
I don't think Ezra Miller has killed anyone, as far as I'm aware.
The shit. Yeah, but like,
I mean, he did terrorize Hawaii, but to be fair, they had coming.
it is a very small island. It is very
Yes,
easy to
they
terrorize.
deserve all the
A
shit
very
they
small
get.
series of islands. Like they call it the Big Island, but like all of the
It's not
islands are
even-
kind
No,
of
it's
small.
not even that big.
I love the music in Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I like everyone,
Unfortunately, we don't. Yeah, unfortunately, the Sonic 3 and Knuckles doesn't have all the Michael Jackson tracks. Because the ending for Sonic 3 is, well, not here. Because we don't actually have an ending for Sonic 3. We just go straight into Sonic and Knuckles.
The Knuckles Made Chuckle series.
What the fuck? I outran the screen?
Yeah, that actually happens sometimes in that game.
Shouldn't technically be possible.
You know you can actually do fun Super Sonic 2, the Origins version. But you have to use the bug mode and go as the super boss.
Cool.
Unlike in Sonic 1 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where he can just collect 50 rings after getting all the Chaos Emeralds, when, you know, just like Sonic and Knuckles can.
Oh yeah, the Guilty Gear Bridget Wikia was, okay, so the, Guilty Gear Wiki got vandalized so much that the Guilty Gear community basically created a new Wikia for it.
Yeah.
And, the Guilty Gear Wikia, quoting from GamsVNs on Twitter, @GamsVNs, JAMBSVNs. The Guilty Gear Wikia Bridget page was changed by Wikia admin, so only the owner, just a toucan, could edit it. Their Twitter, @ForTheBanana, linked in their Wikia bio, and as you can tell, they are a trans woman accusing everyone of editing the page of transphobia.
Yay.
I was surprised to find that Ryu Long had no involvement in this. I was holding back. Why did the game outrun the goddamn screen?
Do we have a link to that new wiki,
What
by
are
the
you
way?
doing in the game? What are you doing
I
in the
can't
game?
find
What are
it.
you doing in the game?
You know,
What are you doing to me, game? What the fuck are you doing to me?
that one Easy Gintama fanboy is going through like SAO, like canon SAO. Oh, just because of the new Sword Art Online and Progressive movies.
Oh, neat.
I
still haven't watched any of the SAO past the first movie.
Anyway,
That first movie was really fucking good, but like I liked SAO and I wasn't even expecting it to be that good.
I'm still.
SAO wasn't.
You're still not gonna convince me that SAO is good.
Like that.
It's not.
I'm talking specifically about that movie. Hey, that movie. What are you doing to me, game?
What movie?
Basically, the SAO progressive film that centered around Asuna and gave us an original character.
It was Alicization, I believe.
No. Alicization was not made into a movie. It was made into a full show.
Oh yeah. Alicization was the other one. But okay, so what was the first SAO movie then? I can't remember
The first one was an original story.
Yeah. That is unless of course you count Sword Art Online Extra.
I don't. It's an OVA.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did manage to pick up SAO Extra from Right Stuff for pretty cheap, so that was neat. Because Aniplex of America releases are usually really, really, really fucking expensive.
Is that Sword Art Online?
Yeah.
SAO, is that what that stands for?
Yeah, that's what SAO stands for.
The only other person I know who
Well, then there's also Digibro, who has a massive hate boner for the series.
Yeah, Digibro, aka now Diginay.
And then,
something good. How about we talk about something good like Sword Art Online Abridged?
oh, the good SAO.
The
Yes.
better SAO, yeah.
It's literally better in every way. Like,
Yeah.
They even fixed the villain motivation. At the
They
end
gave
of
the
first-
villain a goddamn motivation, as opposed to being like, oh, it's been so long that I forgot it. It, like, Reki Kawahara kind of pushed out on making an actual motivation for his villain, mostly due to the fact that he was on a deadline for the light novel contest that he was trying to kind of publish for. Like,
I did because of Metacritic. I thought the janitor was God. I gave him 1 health and he goes boost. The abridge is so good.
yeah, something Witty Entertainment did really good with that. Oh, and also...
Speaking of, Witty Entertainment's almost done with their 3rd episode of My Hero Academia.
They still haven't watched past the first episode of that.
I literally predicted that Yamato SFX was going to be Deku from
Yeah.
A moment.
And then they got Taka to do
All Might.
Taka to do All Might.
Which was also
that
kind of
was-
predictable if you've seen Dragon Ball Z Kai abridged.
You know what they should have done? You know what they should have done? Funimation should have cast Taka as All Might in the official dub.
Curtis would have actually had quite a hell of a time, but unfortunately, due to Toei, the TFS guys ended up getting blacklisted from official stuff.
No shit.
Blacklisted officially? Like,
They only appear in some things. They've been in a handful of like Sound Cadence and
Well, Sound Cadence is its own thing.
Filmworks stuff.
Sound Cadence is its
Like-
own thing.
I really
They
hope,
got
I really
black-
hope
They got
I
blacklisted
really
from
hope
Dragon Ball,
blacklisted
from
by
official
official-
from official Dragon Ball Z stuff.
What the hell am I doing here, good guys?
Even
So-
Xenoverse?
After Xenoverse, after Xenoverse 2, they
Yeah,
weren't.
Taka wasn't in Xenoverse 3 or whatever the fuck.
Nor was Nick Land. Nor was Nick Land.
Xenoverse 3 doesn't exist, but yeah.
Nor was Nick Landis or
Nick was in that?
no, Nick was in Xenoverse 2, and so was Scott.
Taka was in both of them, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Scott,
Yes.
The Tool, yeah, Scott the Tool Frerix.
So, like, if Xenoverse 3 happened, they wouldn't come back for it.
No. Oh.
Why
No.
did they get blacklisted?
After Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah,
They were
after.
in the reenactment skit, and somebody
Toei
at
had it.
Toei said Oy Vey shut it down.
They had, I remember.
It's still
they-
leaked
they
out.
introduced new Funimation over it.
They ended up recycling audio from the original dub for that skit.
Yeah, because they didn't have time to redo it, so they had to dig up their archives.
Yeah, and
just for the-
Funimation didn't have enough balls to tell Toei to fuck right off.
Well, I mean,
Funimation
to be
doesn't
fair,
have-
Yeah, but here's the
Toei-
thing, and here's the thing, and as proven by Sean Schemmel, he would not have backed them up at all. He would have just been on Toei's side the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, here's
Well,
the
yeah.
thing with Toei, right? They had full legal rights to move away from money if they refused. So
Not
Funny
really.
had-
Like, Funimation has too many contracts signed at this point.
Well, Funny no longer exists, so it's kind of different.
Don't those
You know
count?
what voice actor I'm surprised hasn't been canceled yet?
Who?
Sabbath.
No, Patrick Warburton, because he's a Christian man.
Give it some time. They'll find something to cancel him. Oh.
I feel like he's too lovable. for
Yeah, I was gonna
most
say,
of
but
the-
then again, and I said the same thing about Vic Mignogna, and look what happened to him.
True.
Yeah.
Because, like, Vic Mignogna, is like the guy in the anime industry who anybody with a brain could tell you who is a cool dude. But
Yeah.
Oh,
Then-
with a personal vendetta will go out on a fucking limb.
For anyone wondering, about Sword Art Online Abridged, episode 17 recording is done and editing is 75% complete.
Cool. According to Anime News Network, post-production firms Q-Tech and Pony Canyon Enterprises will merge to form Coop Inc. on October the 1st.
Are they committing a coup?
A coup.
I
No,
know.
they're committing a giant crime because Q-Tech is shit.
It's getting late, so I might pop out so I can just start in my house. Because I don't live alone, so they can hear me through these walls.
They have a fear of the dark.
I do, but I'm too late to live alone. Unless you count animals, pets,
No!
Fuck you!
Hey,
What happened?
I keep outrunning the goddamn screen.
Your name here. Your name here.
Mason?
Yes.
Boo! Boo! Dark and spooky.
I don't outrun the screen on that one.
I thought after you said boo twice, I thought you were gonna go like in that one Tom and Jerry cartoon.
So I didn't know this, but apparently Tim Curry is a big Scooby-Doo fan.
He was in one of the Scooby-Doo movies.
Yes, he was in one of the Scooby-Doo animated. Actually, he was in a couple of the Scooby-Doo animated
He was in the
movies.
he was in the second one as the twist villain, and who then gets sidelined by the main villain.
And he was approached to play
Appearance?
the character that Rowan Atkinson played in the Scooby-Doo movie. He had the Scooby-Doo live-action movie.
Mr.
And apparently-
Bean.
Apparently, he was so offended by the fact that
Zazu.
that his character was going to be controlled by Scrappy Doo, which is his least favorite character in the entirety of Scooby-Doo, that he outright refused to be in the film.
By the way, do you know what? There is actually a reason why Scrappy Doo garnered that status.
Because he was an annoying kid sidekick character?
Aside from that, so the actress who played Velma ended up getting sick a while ago. For Scooby-Doo, and instead of putting some stuff on hiatus while they had Scrappy, they ended up removing the cast member. Or aside from Scrappy, Scooby and Shaggy, and they put various traits of the mystery gang onto him.
You can't take a team setup and try to turn it into a one-man operation without making things kind of lame. God damn it, game. Okay, so what the hell were you talking about with geekdom earlier?
Yeah, he was getting. Yeah, somebody was trying to get him with the cancel culture stick.
Yeah, geekdom gets no sympathy from me.
Figured you wouldn't.
I mean, from what I can tell, he
Like,
didn't even
Grid,
say anything bad, but some assholes were trying to twist what he was saying.
Yeah.
but
And even people who didn't
100%.
like Geekum were like, "What? This is wrong. Stop doing this shit." And it got to
Yeah,
a
but
point
he
where people
110%
started
fucking
taking
deserves
tweets.
this.
Okay,
Even-
explain this to me.
There are also
Doesn't
a
he
couple
kick Vic?
No, he knew.
No.
No, he knew people who were Kick Vic.
There
Okay.
were
No,
a
you
couple
people were
of people.
kickback, but he wasn't kickback
Yeah.
specifically. I think it was neutral.
Yeah, he was
At
neutral.
Yeah, he. However,
Yeah, he
there
was never
were a couple of
outspokenly
people who-
pro or anti-Vic. He was just in the middle.
Okay, well, he's just an asshole and a fucking bully himself. So him crying about being bullied on the internet, it's a fucking joke to me. Like, come the fuck on, man. And nobody gives a shit. You know, oh, you're crying about having been bullied. Hey, boo hoo. Oh, you went on to be a bully on the internet too, you know.
even a couple of people.
Who exactly did he bully?
Were saying that, yeah, Geekdom's a pretentious asshole.
One more topic before I go. Universal is reportedly set to lose the upgrades next year.
I didn't know they could lose the Hulk rights.
I think it's a 15-year kind of deal. If they don't make a play in 15 years, they have to give up the rights.
This is kind of a strange situation because they can't make a movie without Disney making the movie, and
Yeah.
Universal can't distribute the film without
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It's a report, but I
Disney
can't
making it.
I mean, if it weren't for that whole thing, you could have planned for the movie. So
Yeah, why the fuck didn't you guys work together rather than playing a fucking waiting game?
because money. That's pretty much the main argument as far as I'm aware. Kevin Feige was like, shit, well, I can't do Hulk's development in his own movie. I better shove it into Thor's own movie.
Just send Thor to fucking Battle World for no reason.
Hey, who's got his own movie, but we didn't do it, so here's Hulk and Thor. And we gotta give him zero development in Avengers 3 and 4 because we have to cut the time. Even though Endgame was 3 hours and Infinity War was 2 hours and 30 minutes, we don't care.
Of course.
Right. Well, I'm gonna fight one more boss before I say. And this guy is a bit of a challenge because he's got quite the interesting strategy. Would you like to know what that strategy is?
Fuck everything?
No, he's not Hojo.
Oh, remember the opening for Chris Farley? I think it was one of the talk show hosts. He went on stage and threw someone in the trash as a joke.
Nice. HP up.
No one?
Not that it's gonna do anything. And here we are fighting Cipher Admin in Ein. Good. This
No one
disk
knows
has
what
been
I'm talking
scrubbed of
about?
all data. That's done it. Ah! How did you get in without my notice? Ah, I see. You must be the much talked about Razorfist. Little did I expect to see you here. I am Ein, in charge of this Shadow Pokemon Lab. No one must be allowed to interfere with our Shadow Pokemon plan. I won't allow it. Let me acquaint you with the power of my Shadow Pokemon.
Does no one know what I'm talking about? With
Not
Chris
really.
Farley? You
No, I
know?
don't.
Oh, it's so funny. I need to show this footage.
Anyway, this is Cipher Admin Ein. His strategy is Rain Dance into Thunder. I know, how original.
We ought to have a Pokemon battle one of these days.
Well, I gotta get Showdown on setup.
Maybe also, well,
Oh,
maybe also a Mario Kart race or a Smash fight.
Oh, and by the way... So... Do you know what Rain Dance does with Thunder?
I do.
It raises Thunder's accuracy up from 90 to 100. Meaning it's going to hit every single motherfucking time.
I learned that from Pokemon too.
And now I gotta switch out my Quagsire for... And I would switch out my Quagsire for my Ampharos, but I know exactly what this guy is thinking of doing.
How smart is Pokemon Colosseum's AI anyways?
Sometimes it makes some pretty good decisions. Other times it's like, what are you even doing?
It's been almost 2 decades since I fully played the game. As you might recall, I streamed it, but I lost a ton of motivation.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Let's see, do I have a full restore? Yes, I do.
Perhaps Alex might recall Kevin's reaction to me catching Suicune the first attempt.
Oh god, you fucker. Why would you do this?
I don't know
Nah.
if Alex was here for that, but I know PC Chameleon.
Joseph?
Probably wasn't there.
Okay,
Yeah,
good. Okay, good. Raikou is paralyzed.
And the reason this pissed off Kevin a lot was because in a crystal ride, Kevin, every single ball that Kevin threw at Suicune would fail.
Yeah. That was so much fun.
It's time.
One more topic before I have to go. Kung Fu Panda 4 has been announced.
Well, at least we'll get some pretty fight scenes.
Hopefully,
Nice.
I don't know if anything else they can do that.
Really, Raikou, your physical attack is not anything to write home about. Anyway, so Raikou is the 3rd legendary beast in our trinity of powerful of Pokemon I'm talk about. And let's just say he's the fastest and could quite literally make your day even worse. Die, Golbat. You don't belong in this world. Ah, now you bring back your Altaria. Oh dear. Ow. See, that was what I was worried about with Rain Dance. Let's switch in Umbreon. I'm gonna
Now what I will really appreciate, game, is if you don't have me out from the screen this time. I'm trying to slow down.
Oh, I read that.
I'm legitimately actively trying to slow the fuck down.
Oh yeah, that's a problem I ran into as well, especially if I was playing as Hypersonic, Knuckles, or Tails.
And Altaria is dead. Flygon grew to level 49.
Night, guys. So you guys have a good night.
Alright.
Good night.
I did send you a DM. You guys have a good night. I'll see you around.
See ya. Come on, Umbreon, unfreeze yourself. You have to unfreeze. Come on.
Come on, Umbreon.
Ow. Why is it always whenever the AI gets frozen and they're like, oh no. Anyway. But whenever I get frozen and it's, or whenever a player gets frozen, they're like, oh no. Wait a few turns and then they just die. Okay, it's within catching range. So let's see if my luck continues. Razorfist threw a snag ball. Come on. Come on, big money, big money. Show me the big money. Fuck you, game!
Why is the game doing this to me?
How is it hitting me every time now? Gonna throw more timer balls until something sticks. For now, I'm gonna switch out Crumbreon for my Typhlosion. Should have known my streak was gonna end with this asshole. It's always goddamn Raikou.
So what is the timer called?
Basically, it ups your chance of catching a Pokemon on if you've been at this for a number of turns. I'm gonna use Smoke Screen to reduce its accuracy. Basically,
That is the pain of my existence in Pokemon Stadium.
Glitch, upside down sprite out of the barrier. Endless spin dash. Boss, Doomsday Zone.
you're really just gonna go to stage select.
No, I'm not at the stage select. I'm looking at the glitch list.
Ah, okay. And you know what the worst part about Shadow Rush is?
What?
The Shadow Pokemon in question can do that an unlimited number of times. There is no PowerPoint limit. Okay! We don't have to worry about having to re-encounter Raikou. We caught all the legendary beasts. This power, it defies belief. Not really, I just kicked your ass, buddy. Your struggle to get here was all in vain. The Shadow Pokemon we produce have already been moved elsewhere. And that, of course, includes the ultimate Shadow Pokemon I created for the boss. And he just runs away like a pussy. Found a data ROM.
The typical look at my ass post and female superhero posters, and here's Wonder Woman carrying a 10.
Sadly, we're gonna have to redo that commentary because the audio didn't exist.
Yeah, I hit a button on the HDMI switch, and that fucked up all of the audio settings.
That means my Mario Kart joke went unreported.
And
Yeah.
now my Flygon knows Earthquake.
Where Wonder Woman got the lightning because Ares did not think to do an item smuggle. He should have had a bullet bill or a star.
Well, there's nothing left to do in the Shadow Pokemon Lab, so we're gonna leave. Contrary to what that Nimrod earlier told us. Okay, Razorfist's email. I gotta go back to the Under to deliver some data to Net.
Alright, let's see.
But for now, I'm gonna have to save and call it for the night.
I sent you a I sent y'all a DM.
Excuse me.
Devin, you've probably seen it already. Alex probably hasn't yet.
Alright, so that'll be it for me the night. Next time on Pokemon Colosseum, we'll get prepped up and ready to go for the final area of the game. And if you're wondering about that Shadow Glide Igar that I missed, do not worry, we'll get another chance at it. So anyway...
Nope, not even with the Invincible. Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna go now.
For this section of the game, so goddamn